Kernels baseball? The Class A affiliate of the world champion Anaheim Angels plays right here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM. Now, in his 8th season bringing you the fun of Cedar Rapids baseball, here's the voice of the Kernels. He's the one, the only, John Rogers, here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM.
Cedar Rapids Kernels, that's a good time go.
Well, good Monday evening, Eastern Iowa, and to all of you listening across the globe on our internet, www.kernels.com. We have been blessed with our 4th straight day of wonderful spring weather and a real kick for the kids and families from Grantwood Elementary School here tonight. It's their night at the ballpark, and over 300 of them strong are assembling on the diamond below. The Kernels played a wonderful doubleheader. They swept Quad City yesterday, 5-0 and 12-2, and the Kernels have now whipped the River Bandits 5 out of 7 times this season. Kernel pitching in the doubleheader sweep yesterday gave Quad City just 2 runs on 4 hits in 14 innings, and the Kernels belted out 5 home runs in their doubleheader sweep of the River Bandits. The Kernel first half record now 5 wins, 5 losses. The 2 women that helped put together the Grantwood Elementary School night here at the ballpark are standing by to join us on the dugout interview. We've told you many times that half of our fans here at the new ballpark are women, and our lifeblood are children and families. So back in a moment with Kelly Luffelholtz and Liz Aiken from Grantwood Elementary School.
The new Veterans Memorial Stadium is among the most awe-inspiring attractions in our great community. The most common remark made by first-time visitors to our new ballpark is simply, wow! The dazzling giant scoreboard, the roomy seats, the spacious concourse, and yes, the numerous women's restrooms all evoke that wow reaction. The most alluring element of all, though, is that perfectly nurtured, lush, green field that composes the diamond. Thanks to Peck's Flower Garden and Landscaping, the aura and magic of the Field of Green in the new stadium can be replicated in your very own yard. That's right. The experts at Peck's are teaming up with the renowned Kernel Grounds crew to award one of you with a Field of Green lawn makeover this spring. Just stop into the Garden Center at Peck's to enter. The Peck's Field of Green dream could be yours. Register this spring in the Garden Center at Peck's, corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Roads Northeast.
And Liz Aiken are with us from Grantwood Elementary School. It's their night here at the ballpark. A video is being shown about them on the Rockwell Collins Game Link. And we'll start with you, Kelly Luffelholtz. I know we had all the grade school principals meet here at the new ballpark back in December, and your principal, Carol Bernard, will sing the national anthem tonight. But it wasn't Carol Bernard, the principal, who suggested that you guys have a night here at the ballpark. I think it was your own kids, wasn't it, Kelly?
Yes, my children love the Kernels, and they wanted to come with their friends and the school. So that's what we decided to do.
And you and Liz have put in countless hours organizing, communicating, and getting over 300 here. Liz, I can't believe it. The first school night ever, a formal school night, and over 300. How did you and Kelly go about drumming up enthusiasm and then getting all the paperwork and bureaucracy done?
Well, it wasn't too hard to drum up enthusiasm. The kids were excited, and I saw parents today talking about it, so that part wasn't the hard part. The big part was getting the tickets in the envelope more than anything. I had a few problems there, but other than that, it was really pretty easy to put together for us.
Well, I'll tell you, all the hard work is going to pay off. I know you said you've heard some of the children talking about it already. What do you think the main gist of this evening's Grantwood Elementary School night will be? Is it that some kids that have never been here will see a game? Is it that they'll enjoy our concessions and food? Is it that the weather's warm? What do you think, Liz? What will they enjoy the most?
Oh, I know a lot of kids will enjoy everything. I think some of them are really excited about getting out on the field, and a lot of them are excited about, my son was asking, of course, if he could eat pizza here. So, everybody's got their own little priorities, but I think being here with their friends and, they're ready to go to the ball game.
Yeah, being here with their friends and family, and that's what this is all about, Kelly. This new venue, $15 million, we were still able to keep it affordable. You mentioned that the PTA budget really kind of sprung for this. And how do you get a budget for a PTA? How do you raise money?
Well, we have a major fundraiser in the fall, and we have usually just a catalog sale, and all the kids go to their families and their relatives and some of their neighbors and sell not magazines, but little wrapping paper and little gift items, and they raised quite a bit of money this year, and so this is one of the things they get to do with that money.
And some of the other things, I know you have one big event after this one. You can take a little bit of a sigh and a respite, but then another big event is coming up for Grantwood as well through the PTA.
Yes, we have a carnival at our school for the kids and their families, and a big sock hop after the carnival, and that's coming up on May 2nd, I hope.
You hope. Well, Kelly Luffel-Holtz is here from Grantwood Elementary School PTA along with her good friend Liz Aiken, and they've helped really organize and make a wonderful event about to unfold before us this evening, Grantwood Elementary School night here at the ballpark. And Liz, I wanted to ask you a little bit about there's an old saying in life that 80% of the work gets done by 20% of the people. How much help do you have as a member of the PTA, and what sorts of how do you organize yourself and get things done? Because there's another old saying that nothing gets done if too many people are involved.
Well, I think there's some real key people that have been able to really kind of bring others in, and a lot of it is the projects you pick. I mean, if you want help for baseball, of course, people are excited about that, or the carnival, everybody goes, or, we raised money to build a new playground this year, and that really had a huge turnout because people were really excited about it. So a lot of it is picking good projects for the school, things that people are interested in, and then, the people kind of follow, if you build it, they will come.
Well, that's right. Like the new ballpark. Liz, I'm guessing a new playground is quite a pricey proposition. How did you raise the money? Was it through the catalog selling that Kelly spoke of? Or how did you come up? That's a long-term goal and project, isn't it?
Yes, it was. Big part of it was the fundraising Kelly was talking about. And then we also tried to tap into some more corporate sponsors. People either donated things in kind. And then we had some, like a large private donor that was really behind the project, too, that really, really spearheaded the whole project for us.
And how does it compare to other playgrounds in the area? Is it state-of-the-art? Is it bigger? Is it safer? What makes it special?
Well, you should probably talk to Kelly, because she's the one that really picked it out. But it is a little different than other playgrounds. I mean, that's why they picked it out.
Kelly, what makes it unique over at Grantwood? I don't have kids, but I'm a kid at heart. I may be over there on the monkey bars.
Well, we have we have a couple of slide playgrounds for the younger kids, and we realized that the older 4th and 5th graders weren't really using that equipment. So the other a committee in our PTA chose a obstacle course. So we have an obstacle course out there that the gym teacher uses in her classes, and the kids also use. So it's very different than a standard playground that you would find at a park, and the kids have loved it. It's been real different and a lot of fun and a lot of competition. They can do competitions on it, so it's really nice.
Well, thanks for telling us about that, Kelly and Liz. We'll wrap things up with our two Grantwood PTA leaders on Grantwood Elementary School night on this beautiful Monday. Windy but warm. A final word with Kelly and Liz when we return.
Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, injuries can take you out of your game. Smart athletes know that Physical Therapy Associates in Cedar Rapids are the experts in the treatment and prevention of sport-related injuries. Our expert staff serves the metro and surrounding area high school athletes. Physical Therapy Associates of Cedar Rapids, the smart choice in sports medicine. Call us at 398-1569. That's 398-1569. We'll get you back in your game today.
Over the years, Dad will use Alliant Energy to do lots of things. To turn the lights off 10,000 times. To give 765 bubble baths. To do 3,126 loads of laundry. But most important of all, to cook 152 gourmet meals when Mom works late.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
To learn more, call 1-800-ALLIANT.
Kelly, let's finish up by characterizing Grantwood Elementary School. You're a parent there. Describe what part of town it's in, and let's start with there. Where is the school?
Well, we're on the southeast side, about a block off of Mount Vernon Road from the drug town of Mount Vernon Road, which most people know where that is.
And the neighborhood, do they draw from basically kids walk and ride their bikes, or is there busing, or is there carpools?
We take in quite a large area all around the neighborhood close by, but we also include the Oak Hill neighborhood is kids that go to our school, and as far west as I think 10th Street.
Well, let's finish up, Liz. What characterizes Grantwood Elementary School? Obviously a great amount of school spirit, but what as a parent do you think makes it such a neat place for your children to go to school?
Well, we just love it there. I mean, we purposely moved to the neighborhood so we could stay there. And it's, there's just a lot of diversity, and it's really a great place for kids to go. I mean, we're just so impressed with the staff and the curriculum. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything more.
Good learning goes on. Well, that's a credit, as you said, to the Grantwood teacher staff and most of all to the Grantwood parents, two of which helped organize this great night, Kelly Leffelholtz and Liz Aiken. Kelly and Liz, this is just a small amount for all the work you've done, but an important gesture on our part and from Zio Giano's. A $5 gift certificate, good for any of our 8 Zio Giano's Italian spaghetti houses. So much good for so little money. Perfect pasta, homemade bread, the best of Italian cuisine at any of our area Zio Giano's. Kelly, I'm glad I brought a smile to your face. Enjoy this evening. Thank you so very much.
Gracias.
And Liz Aiken, thank you for all your hard work. Let's make it fun and get a Kernel win for these kids.
Oh, you bet. Thanks.
Liz Aiken and Kelly Leffelholtz, our dugout interview guests. Game 5 of the 5-game series with Quad City is just ahead. Starting lineups in a minute.
Here's a fact about the new Veterans Memorial Stadium I bet you didn't know. All of the grounds surrounding our community's newest source of pride are maintained by Greg's Lawn Service. That's right, it's Greg's Lawn Service that provides you with that initial lift when you approach our magnificent new ballpark. Greg's Lawn Service can put their first-class signature on your yard, elevating it to the same immaculate condition you see around the stadium. Greg's Lawn Service, a cut above the rest since 1983.
Who's that cool cooking man? King of the grill, who's your patio? Your patio, daddy-o. Charbroiled, sausage flipping man with the buns. Who's your patio? Your patio, daddy-o. He don't make those Clements, 'cause it's #1 for taste and fun.
Econo Foods is the place to save on Clements Fine products this week. Shop Econo Foods for hot pricing on Clements.
Well, we join the Grantwood Elementary School kids. They're singing their school song on this gorgeous Monday evening. The Kernels and River Bandits meeting for the 8th time in the first 2 weeks of the season. Game 5 of our 5-game series. The homestand continues tomorrow, though, with the first of 4 against the Eastern Division leading Fort Wayne Wizards. They're 9-1. The Kernels are 5-5. They belted 5 home runs in the doubleheader sweep yesterday of Quad City. Then our pitching staff gave up only 4 hits, just 2 runs in 14 innings against Quad City. Those are the Grantwood Elementary School kids singing. In fact, I'm going to pop open the window and take a picture of them because thanks to our dugout interview guests Kelly Leffelholtz and Liz Aiken, I was able to work with them to make this a real fun night, or help make it a real fun night for the Grantwood kids, and they're singing their school song. Well, let's sing our song of starting lineups. First for Jeff Carter. He's in his 3rd season at the helm with the River Bandits. Remember, they're the Class A Midwest League affiliate of the 2002 Central Division American League champion Minnesota Twins. Their record is 4-6. An Australian will lead it off in right field. Trent Olchin. Batting second, switch hitting shortstop for Quad City, Seth Davidson. Hitting third is Brian Kennedy, and the catcher's tied for second in the league with 12 doubles. The cleanup batter for the River Bandits is their first baseman, Dusty Goldman. He's hit the skids a bit. He's had a tough series. He's gone hitless. Batting fifth is Omar Burgos. Well, first of all, listen to those Grantwood Elementary kids. They just sang the school song with so much spirit, and they're having a great time. Omar Burgos will bat fifth. He's at third base for Quad City. The designated hitter, a switch hitter, Felix Molina, will bat sixth. At second base, Hawaiian, Kalana Kualoa. Kalana Kualoa from Hawaii bats seventh. He'll play second base. Hitting eighth for Quad City in center field, switch hitter Alex Romero. And batting ninth, Scott Whitrock. Whitrock bats ninth. He's in left field. On the hill for Quad City, An interesting story. He pitched in this league in 1999 as a Chicago White Sox minor leaguer. 6'7" lefty Eric Fisher, and he is all 6'7". He's a towering left-hander, and he was originally drafted by the White Sox in the 7th round back in '98. Still just 23 years old. He was drafted out of high school, and the lefty is making his second start of the year. 6'7" Eric Fisher on the mound for the visitors, 0-1. Now our great friends at Allen Motor Company bring us the Allen Motor Company Kernels starting lineup. Allen's, Kernel fans, is featuring pre-owned vehicles now at or near half price. That's right. Allen's now featuring pre-owned vehicles at or near half price. What does that mean to you? Let me give you 3 examples. At Allen's right now, 2002 Buick Centuries are half price at only $11,995. 2002 Old Toleros are half priced at Allen's for just $11,995. And at Allen's right now, 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix are nearly half price for only $13,995. Visit Allen Motor Company right now for their pre-owned vehicle half-price sale. They're at I-380 and Boyson Road, exit 25 in Hiawatha, a beautiful sprawling campus. Or visit Allen's online. You can log on to allenmotor.com. That's ALLENMOTOR, allenmotor.com. Here's the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. Leading off in center field, switch hitter Quan Cosby. Alberto Callaspo had a wonderful doubleheader yesterday. He's the shortstop. He'll bat second in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. Designated hitter is Marion's own Alex Devorsky. He's the designated hitter batting third. Hitting cleanup in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. He homered yesterday. That's Jared Abruzzo, and Abruzzo will be behind the plate. David Gates is in right field. Gator will bat fifth for the Kernels in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. Hitting sixth, he homered yesterday, one of 5 Kernel long balls. Matt Brown is at third base, batting sixth. Jake Mathis will be at first base this evening. Mathis bats seventh in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. Hitting eighth, playing his third position in the early going, in left field, Justin Hancock. And batting ninth for the Kernels, switch hitting second baseman, B.J. Weed. On the hill for the Kernels is a right-hander, 20-year-old Jean Toledo. Toledo making his second start for the Kernels. The right-hander was beaten Tuesday night in those frigid conditions over in Peoria. Jean Toledo, 20 years old, was beaten 8-0 by the Chiefs, but he pitched pretty well in 5 innings at O'Brien Field in Peoria. On Tuesday night, he went 5 innings, gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits. He struck out 1, he walked 1. The umpires have taken in tonight's lineups. Jeremy Sparling will be behind the plate. Jeremy Sparling working home plate. And his partner on the base paths is Eric Lovelace. A game-time temperature of 84 degrees. It's beautiful as the red-top-clad Kernels congregate in front of their first base home dugout. They're ready to rumble out onto the diamond on Grantwood Elementary School night. The Kernels take the field wearing their blue caps tonight with red bills, white trousers, red socks, red jerseys. And what an honor it will be to see the principal of Grantwood Elementary School sing. That's Carol Bernard. Carol is wearing a lovely white summer suit on this mid-April evening. Carol Bernard, the principal at Grantwood Elementary School, is about to honor America by singing the Star-Spangled Banner. An air of excitement permeates the ballpark on this Monday night. Now let's join Carla Davis-Tollefson for our moment with Bank Iowa to honor America. And then we will hear from Carol Bernard, who will sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Our flag and all for which it stands. Please stand and join Bank Iowa and the Kernels in the singing of our national anthem as we salute all who defend our nation and preserve our freedom.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the principal of Grantwood Elementary School, Carol Bernard. And please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Well, if that doesn't bring goosebumps to your skin and a warm feeling to your heart, nothing will. That was Carol Bernard, the principal at Grantwood Elementary School. It's Grantwood's night to shine here at the ballpark. The Kernels are playing wonderful baseball, have won 3 of the first 4 against Quad City, and right-hander Jean Toledo will make his second start of the season here this evening. Deb Williams is our in-studio engineer, and Deb and I look forward to bringing you all the wonder and excitement of Kernel baseball here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM. Back with tonight's call in just a minute.
You know how it is to have a good friend, someone who stands by you during good times as well as the bad. That's the kind of friend Dave Tobiasen of Family Insurance Center can be. Dave Tobiasen is your Pekin insurance agent in Monticello. Whatever your insurance needs, you can depend on Dave Tobiasen. Dave will settle your claims as quickly and conveniently as possible. See Dave Tobiasen, your Pekin insurance agent at Family Insurance Center in Monticello, for insurance coverages at competitive rates.
When searching for a professional logistics team of experts to handle your warehousing operations, look to Worley Warehousing. Worley Warehousing will help you achieve greater efficiencies by providing superior warehouse facilities, technological advancements, and expert professionals. By focusing on technological innovations and keen foresight, Worley Warehousing has grown into one of our nation's leading warehousing operations. Worley Warehousing, your single source for all of your warehousing and distribution needs.
We're set to go here at the ballpark. The Quad City River Bandits and the Kernels meeting incredibly for the 8th time this year. The Kernels have won 5 of the first 7, including yesterday's doubleheader sweep of Quad City. Trent Olchin will bat first for the River Bandits. He's an Australian. He stands in from the left side. And Trent was 2 for 5 in yesterday's doubleheader. He had the Quad City's only hit off winner Rafael Rodriguez in Game 1. Strike 1 called from Jean Toledo to Trent Olchin. The Aussie is hitting .219, no homers, no RBIs. Olchin in the nightcap tripled and scored to give Quad City a 1-0 lead in the first. He bounces one to deep third. Matt Brown, a long throw, and he got Trent Olchin. What a play at third by Matt Brown. First he had to spring high in the air on that one-hop chopper, and then Matt Brown, without even setting his feet, in midair, he let her go, and it was dug out at first by Jake Mathis, and the Kernels start the night with a bang with a terrific defensive play at third by Matt Brown, and an equally impressive dig of Matt's one-hop throw in the dirt by Jake Mathis. I mean, Matt Brown took a hit away from Trent Olchin. Now Seth Davidson's at the plate, and a strike is called in at the knees to the shortstop, Seth Davidson. He's a switch hitter, batting left, and he was 0 for 6 in the doubleheader last night, or yesterday. He did have an RBI ground out in the nightcap. Jean Toledo spins a slider down and in, and that's ball 1 to Seth Davidson from Jean Toledo. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Kernels wearing their red knit tops tonight with those white trousers, blue caps, red bills. Quad City in their gray road uniforms with black pinstripes, black sleeves, black socks, and black caps with red bills. A let up, it hit the batter. Jean Toledo on a changeup skipped it in, and it struck Seth Davidson in the lower front leg. He's fine, and boy, a tough way to allow a base runner. A 1-2 pitch, and Davidson was struck by it. And now a tough out at the plate in Brian Kennedy. Brian Kennedy hitting .333 on the year. And in this series, he's 4 for 10. Nothing for 3 in game 1 yesterday. Sat out the nightcap. Jean misses with a fastball away. Jared Abruzzo's behind the plate this evening. Matt Brown at third. Alberto Callaspo's playing short for the first time this season. B.J. Weed at second. And holding the runner Davidson at first is Jake Mathis. Big lead by Davidson. He may be running. A throw over, and he dives back in safely. B.J. Weed is playing Brian Kennedy to hit up the middle. A throw over. They got him picked off. Jake Mathis throws to Callaspo, who tags the runner out. Jean Toledo has picked off Seth Davidson. It went 1-3-6, caught stealing. And Jake Mathis made a good throw because it took a while for Alberto Callaspo. He had to race to second base from deep short. And Mathis made a good throw right on the mark, and they got Davidson. Now here's a looper into shallow left. Callaspo won't get it. He knocks it down in the air and then throws to second, and a single by Brian Kennedy. Kennedy fisted it in the air, and he continues to just give us fits, does Brian Kennedy. He busted that one right off his hands and looped it over Alberto Callaspo's head into shallow left field. Alberto waved at it, but really no chance for him to make the play. So there's 1 on and 2 out, and Dusty Goldman's at the plate. Dusty, a right-handed batter, a 9th round pick by the Twins in 2001, and a slider low and away. It blocked by Abruzzo on the backhand, and then the ball spilled out of Jared's glove and rolled a few feet, but Kennedy held it first. No score, top of the first inning. Goldman, a slightly closed stance. Hits one high in the air to deep right center. Way back. I don't know if Quan can get there. Way back, and Quan Cosby did get there. A terrific running catch in deep right center field by Quan Cosby, the Kernel center fielder. Dusty Goldman gave it a ride, but his miseries continue in this series. Goldman is now 0 for 17. Or check that, he's 0 for 14 in the series as he flew out to deep center. And I mean, Quan had to cover some ground going back towards the 403 sign to haul it in. Good first inning for Jean Toledo. No runs for Quad City. 1 hit, a hit batter, a man picked off, no Kernel errors, and 1 stranded by the River Bandits. After 1/2 inning on Grantwood Elementary School night, it's Quad City nothing, and the Kernels coming to the plate.
When we met at Spaghetti, we would never forget the Ojanos. Now it's where mi amore and I dine in. We carry out the lunch and the dinner all the time for lasagna, ravioli, mandacati, cannelloni, tortellini. Or try their delicious salads and sub sandwiches too. The Ojanos is the hometown taste of Italy. For your next meal with friends and a family, remember the Ojanos with 5 convenient locations for the pasta that makes you sing.
Okay, so I'm dropping my daughter off at daycare, and as I'm walking out, I see myself in the double door. Uh-oh is right. My hair looks terrible. My ends are all scraggly, and my roots. Did you see my roots? I can't believe I've been walking around like this.
Have you tried Cost Cutters?
Oh, I'd love to get my hair done, but who has the time? With work and the kids, I barely have time to find matching socks, let alone time for my hair. Besides, I need the works.
Just go to Cost Cutters. They'll have you in and out looking great in no time.
Yeah?
Yeah. At Cost Cutters, the stylist will keep you looking great with a new cut, some color, even highlights. Check out mine.
Oh, so Cost Cutters is your secret.
Yep. I even get my favorite products there. You know, shampoo, conditioner.
That's it. I'm going going to Cost Cutters. Right now? My roots, thank you.
There are a dozen cost cutters here in our area, each offering a relaxed, convenient hair care experience with no appointments and no hassles. Cost Cutters makes things easy and affordable with professional stylists who care about you.
Cost Cutters, live your life. We always have time for your hair.
Quad City put a pair aboard in the first inning, but one was picked off, and the Kernels will take on 6' 7" southpaw Eric Fisher from Cincinnati, Ohio. He went to a famous high school, Moeller High School. That's the school that produced former Notre Dame head football coach Gary Faust, and I believe Ken Griffey Jr. went to Moeller High School. As Quan Cosby bats from the right side, the Kernels switch-hitting leadoff batter with a .222 average. Quan was 2 for 2 in Game 1 of the Kernel 5-0 win yesterday, 0 for 3 with a walk in the second game. Fisher delivers low and away, and in on the grass at third is Omar Burgos for the Kernel speedster Quan Cosby. He was thrown out trying to steal a base for the first time in 4 attempts in the doubleheader yesterday. Fisher's delivery is a strike on the outside corner. Eric Fisher, he started 25 games for the Burlington Bees in their championship Midwest League run in 1999. And then he was taken from the White Sox by the Twins in the Rule 5 minor league draft. In other words, if you spend 5 years in a minor league organization and the organization that drafted you and nurtured you does not protect you, another organization or team can pluck you away, and that's what Minnesota did. They took Eric Fisher from the White Sox, and he delivers a fastball, letter high, outside corner. Quan steps out, 2-2 the count. A brisk breeze blowing from the Kernel first base dugout out toward left field, just like yesterday. The Kernels bopped 5 home runs in that doubleheader sweep. Fisher's curve is knocked on the ground, an easy big hop by the second baseman Kulana Kualoa, and the Hawaiian throws out. Quan Cosby, one gone here in the Kernel first, as Cosby chopped it to the right side for Kulana Kualoa. Well, what a day yesterday for Alberto Callaspo. He literally owned the Quad City pitching staff. He was 1 for 2 in Game 1 with a home run. And then in the second game, Alberto was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. A big hook. A good-looking curveball is a strike called on the inside corner to the switch-hitting Callaspo. How many switch hitters in the Kernel order tonight? Cosby, Callaspo, Abruzzo, and Weed. 4 switch hitters out of 9 batters. The big lefty's pitch. Up and away for a ball. In center, Alex Romero is playing Callaspo to pull the ball. And playing deep in left is Scott Whitrock. Now, Alberto slaps one over the first baseman's head into right field. Can he get a triple? He'll have at least a double. Olsen picks it up, and it's a one-out double. Rifled over the head, just beyond the reach of the leaping Dusty Goman by Alberto Castillo, or Callaspo rather. Alberto Callaspo has his 3rd double of the season. He went the other way, stepped into an outside delivery, and lashed it just out of the reach of the leaping Dusty Goman at first, and the Rockwell Collins game link showing the instant replay. It looks like Goman missed that one by about 1.5 feet, and then it went into the Kernel bullpen, and a good play by Olchen out there to hold Alberto to a double. Hey, the Kernels could break out on top here in the first inning with Alex Devorsky batting. Now the big lefty steps off as Kualoa snuck in behind Alberto Callaspo at second. Alex Devorsky, he hit one of the 5 Kernel home runs in the doubleheader yesterday. A solo blast in the 5th inning. He was 1 for 3 in Game 1, sat out the second game. Big swing by Alex, and he dribbles one foul towards the third base River Bandit dugout. Man, is it great to see a good crowd here tonight. Everybody knows that April and May are a little bit more of a challenge to draw big crowds because A, the weather's unpredictable, and B, the kids are still in school. But we have a good crowd here tonight, especially in the plaza section where our kids from Grantwood Elementary are with their families. A looper to shallow right. That's trouble. It's going to be caught by Trent Olchen in shallow right. How he avoided a collision with Kulana Kualoa, the second baseman, I do not know. But they tapped gloves. The and Hawaiian second baseman congratulating the Australian right fielder. Man, oh man, those guys came together, and I don't know how they missed colliding in shallow right center. Olchin made a basket catch, and he took a hit away from Alex Devorsky, who is gone on a Texas League looper into right. 1 on, 2 out for Jared Abruzzo. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Jared stands straight away from the right side. A breaking pitch at the knees, inside corner. Nothing Jared could do there but tip his helmet to the pitcher, Eric Fisher. In his 6th year of pro ball, but mind you, he did not play last year. He sat out the whole year with an injury. A fastball rides high to Jared, ball 1. Bottom of the first, no score. Kernels have a runner at second, Alberto Callaspo, with 2 away, and Jared Abruzzo even on the count, 1-1. The lights have just been turned on here at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. Now the 1-1. Dips low, and that's 2-1 to Jared. We have a couple of really special guests here tonight taking in the action in the upper tier of our broadcast booth. Gordon Epping and his wife Jean, kind enough to come out at our invitation, and I'll tell you why there are special guests as we go along here this evening, but we're awfully glad to have them. Gordon is in the accounting business, so he's a busy guy down the stretch, but he took time away from those tax returns to come on out and enjoy the game. A pitch low to Abruzzo, and now Jared has a good hitter's count, 3-1. Let's see if he can deliver a big 2-out hit to put the Kernels ahead here in the first inning. Here's a delivery. A line shot into left, but it's going to be a pass Whitrock. Extra base hit. 1-0 Kernels on a ringing double. Socked into left center by Jared Abruzzo. Wow, did he ever crush that 3-1 pitch. I thought Whitrock had a chance for it, but man, it just went by him like a rocket. It hit the base of the 378 mark, and what a big 2-out double by Jared Abruzzo. It gives the Kernels an early lead, 1-0. Well, 3-1 counts are hitters' counts, and I mean Eric Fisher put one right in Abruzzo's wheelhouse. Scott Whitrock, I thought, might have had a chance to catch it, but that thing just zipped by him in the flash of a blink of an eye, rather. Now a big swing and a miss by David Gates, strike 1. 1-0 Kernels on the Abruzzo RBI double. David Gates was with us all morning on behalf of Toyota Financial Services. We visited 2 schools that we'll tell you about in a moment. There's a drive into left by Gates, and Whitrock has it. Scott Whitrock had to come in, and he dove headlong and skidded on his knees and made a good catch to take a run away from the Kernels. But the crowd cheers as Gates lines out to left. The Kernels strike for 1 run in the first on a pair of doubles. There were no Quad City errors. The Kernels strand a man aboard. A good start as the Kernels try to make it 4 out of 5 at home against Quad City and 6 of 8 on the season. After 1 inning, and we'll tell you where David Gates and I went this morning. We'll do that. After 1, Kernels lead Quad City 1-0.
What can I help you with here at Big Time Motors?
Well, I'm looking for a used car. I like this one. What's the price?
Listen, lady, I don't sell prices. I sell cars. But I guess if you must know, it's this.
Wow. That's $2,000 more than the one low price on the exact same car at Randy Keel Honda. And I didn't even have to ask them. Randy Keel has the prices posted for every car on their lot.
Well, we've got the best service department to stand behind our vehicles.
Really? Randy Keel showed me they're number 1 in service and sales customer satisfaction. How do you know yours is the best?
My manager told me.
Thanks, but I think I'm going back to Randy Keel Honda to get the best price and the best service.
But I can throw in a free air freshener to put over the rearview mirror.
Nice try.
Randy Keel Honda understands what you need when you're looking for a new or used car. They post their prices clearly, so you don't have to guess, and they'll never pressure you. That's why they're number 1 in service and sales customer satisfaction. And they just won the President's Award from American Honda. Come find out for yourself. Randy Keel Honda is on Center Point Road in Cedar Rapids, or you can visit them at randykeel.com.
If you don't stop by one of Jungi's 4 great locations, how will you know you got the very best deal? Stop in today at Jungi Lincoln Mercury Isuzu in Cedar Rapids, Jungi Ford and Jungi Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Center Point, and the new Jungi Chevrolet Pontiac in Anamosa. Now, 4 great locations. Still, one great name, Jungie.
Well, let's pick up on a couple of stories I left kind of teased you with. First of all, David Gates, thanks to Toyota Financial Services. David Gates and I visited 2 schools this morning. We were at Isaac Newton Christian Academy at 9 o'clock this morning, thanks to Toyota Financial Services, to tell those great kids and their principal, Dr. Mary Lerner, about the Toyota Financial Services summer reading program. Then at 10:20, we went over to All Saints School, just off Mount Vernon Road. And thanks to Toyota Financial Services, those kids are all psyched and ready to read. And David Gates did a marvelous job reading to the children our story, Players in Pigtails. A strike on the inside corner, and now a swing and a miss by Omar Burgos. And quickly, Burgos falls behind 0-2. Jean Toledo is on the hill, making his second start for the Kernels. The Kernels scored a pair in the first on doubles by Cayaspo and Jared Abruzzo. Burgos stepped out. Omar is hitting .222 on the young season. No homers, 3 RBIs. Swing and a miss. Powder River. The McDonald's speed pitch indicator says 86 miles an hour as Omar Burgos fans on 3 pitches. First strikeout of the night for Jean Toledo. Burgos was 0 for 5 in the doubleheader yesterday. Here's Felix Molina. He was 0 for 5. Boy, in 14 at-bats yesterday, Quad City managed just 4 hits and 2 runs off Kernel pitching. Romero chops one to second. B.J. Weed takes the short hop, flips to first to get Molina. Felix Molina second up here in the second, swung at the first pitch, and he bounces out to second, 2 away for Kalana Kualua from Hawaii. Kalana, 0 for 2 in Game 1 yesterday, didn't play in the nightcap. Kualua in his second year as a River Bandit, hitting .182, no homers, 2 RBIs, a right-handed batter, and a strike called. We also welcomed our guests, Gordon and Gene Epping, to the booth tonight, and Gordon's a fellow Rotarian, and he came up last year. It was in the fall, and you know, I'm not the president or the general manager of the Kernels. I'm blessed to be the broadcaster, and Gordon knew I worked for the Kernels, and he said, John, I just wanted to tell you I brought my little tiny granddaughter to a game from Iowa City. She was less than 3 months old, and we had a great time here at the new stadium. He went out of his way to find me and pass along a compliment about our operation in this stadium. And how often does a person do that in this day and age? Not very often, do they? A pitch fisted, worm burn at a shallow second. On the run, charging Weed throws. Kalana Kualua out. Kualua hit that pitch right off his thumbs, right in on his fist, and he rolls out to second. An easy 1-2-3 inning for the Kernel right-hander, Jean Toledo. Down in order, Toledo sets Quad City in the top of the second. And after an inning and a half here at the new ballpark, it's the Kernels leading Quad City 1-0.
I cannot face anyone but me. Baby, can't you see I know what's right for me? Don't tell me wrong from right. I know just what I like. Yeah, call me crazy, I don't care. Come feel the joy all around. Each generation has time. They got their own kind of sounds. Come to shout it out. What's that toy,
The ability to read. Nothing's more important in predicting the future success of a child. Thanks to the generous, ongoing support of Toyota Financial Services, Kernel players visited a record 25 schools last spring to encourage children to read, with a series of dazzling rewards from Toyota Financial Services serving as incentives. An all-time high, 1,451 girls and boys read last summer. The Kernels salute Toyota Financial Services.
This is Delta Burke. If you're one of the 16 million Americans like me living with diabetes, you know how important it is to monitor your blood sugar levels. Ask your doctor about the A1C test. It's an easy blood test that shows you how well your body has controlled its blood sugar over the last 3 months. A score of 6.5 or lower is best for most people, but check with your doctor to see if it's right for you. For more information about the A1C test, or to find an endocrinologist, the diabetes specialist near you, call 1-866-ENDO-HELP.
As Matt Brown leads off the Kernels second inning, 1-0 Kernels. Let's highlight what Matt Brown did to help the Kernels yesterday. In the second game, with the score tied 1-1, Matt socked a 2-run homer in the second inning, and he was 2 for 3. A strike called, a fastball from Eric Fisher in there to Matt Brown. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Kernels, a delightful Monday night with a brisk breeze blowing from the Kernel first base dugout out towards left center. A let up is outside. It's 1-1 to the Kernel right-handed hitting third baseman Matt Brown. Hey, big news from Peck's Flower and Garden Shop. We better tell you about it. Easter's creeping up quickly, isn't it? Well, the beauty of spring has arrived with Easter flowers and plants at Peck's Flower and Garden Shop. There's a strike to Matt Brown at the knees outside corner. Peck's invites you to make Easter brighter with colorful blossoms from the florist shop. Peck's has traditional Easter lily plants starting at just $8.99 cash and carry. Ball 2 is outside to Matt Brown. Peck's has a wide array of colorful blooming plants, and they're available in many sizes for this Easter season. The 2-2 to the Kernel third baseman, taken outside, a changeup. And what's nice about visiting Peck's is, you know, they're the experts. I go there out quite often to remember the special people in my life. Here's a high pop-up into shallow right center. The wind is blowing it, and Alex Romero comes staggering in from center, and he tucks it in for the first out of the second inning. Matt Brown had to reach out for that 3-2 pitch, and he skied it into shallow center where Romero made the catch. Nothing's easy in the air tonight. I mean, that wind is whipping, at a good 20-25 miles an hour. Peck suggests that you choose from their wide array of colorful blooming plants and choose one for a friend or a family member. Or how about picking out one for yourself? Strike one to Jake Mathis, a curveball. Look out, he has to jackknife out of the way. It skimmed him on the leg. Jake Mathis is hit by a pitch. Jake Mathis tried to jackknife out of the way of a pitch inside from the tall lefty, but it struck him. It just grazed him, and he's at first with one out. Every Easter Sunday dinner table needs a centerpiece, and an Easter centerpiece could make a great final touch for your holiday table from Peck's. Remember, you'll be trying to impress family and friends, and Peck's can do exactly that with their great selection of Easter plants and flowers. Remember, Peck's is also your professional FTD and Teleflora florist, so you can send your Easter greeting almost anywhere, including, I've done it many times, up to my brother and sister-in-law and my niece and nephew up in Alaska. Justin Hancock takes a pitch for a ball. Now one in the dirt, and holding it first is Jake Mathis. For a moment, the Quad City catcher, Brian Kennedy, couldn't find it. It was resting right at his feet. It's 2-0 to Justin Hancock. And it's 1-0 Kernels here in the bottom of the second inning. Peck's Flower and Garden Shop. They've been growing with the Cedar Rapids area since 1956. Visit them for your Easter gifts, flowers, and plants. Corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Roads Northeast. Ooh, a good-looking fastball taken at the knees, outside corner, and it's 1-1 to the Kernel left fielder, Justin Hancock. He's played first base this season, and he's played third base. Leading away at first is Jake Mathis. Swing and a tip foul by Justin into the catcher's mitt of Kennedy. Hancock steps out, adjusts his two black batting gloves. Justin wearing his red stirrups up high. And the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Justin got one at bat in yesterday's doubleheader, went 0 for 1. He's a right-handed batter, a throw to first, and Mathis back standing up. Justin Hancock was an Anaheim Angel 15th round draft pick last year out of Florida Southern. That's in Lakeland, Florida. Hit .249 with Provo last year. He has a wide stance, almost fills up the entire box with that wide stance. Ball 3 taken high and away. Can you believe that this Friday is Good Friday and that this Sunday is Easter? I really can't believe it. Let's see if Mathis is running on this 3-2 pitch. He's not. He draws a throw and he gets back. Boy, it's tough to read a lefty's move, even from up here behind home plate. Think what it's like for that base runner at first. Very difficult to tell whether a southpaw is coming homeward or throwing over to the bag. The middle infielders for the River Bandits squeeze Hancock. Justin has a lot of hitting room in the hole on the left side. Mathis not going. Swing and a miss by Justin. Actually, he got a piece of it. Tipped it foul into the mitt of the catcher. And Justin Hancock is gone swinging. That's the first strikeout for lefty Eric Fisher. We mentioned that Eric started 25 games in the Midwest League as a Burlington Bee back in '99. He was a 10-game winner. He won 10, he lost 11, and his ERA was high, 5.19. 2 gone for B.J. Weed, Kernel switch hitter, batting right. And Uncle Charlie is low. B.J. hitting 200, no homers, 4 RBIs. B.J. Weed, 0 for 3 in the doubleheader yesterday. Mathis at first, 2 gone. In the bottom of the second, 1-0 Kernels. B.J. rips one into right field. That's a base hit. Jake Mathis will stop at second. B.J. Weed has the key to success against a lefty if you're a right-handed batter or batting from the right side, and that is go the other way. Go the other way. And B.J. hit one like a bullet into right field. Mathis advanced to second. 2 on, 2 out for Quan Cosby. Quan bounced out to second his first time up. A very enlightening article by Colonel beat writer Jeff Johnson about Quan Cosby in yesterday's sports section of the Gazette. Quan waited on a curveball and then muffed it foul back of the plate. He checks his bat. He just got a piece of that big sweeping curveball. Todd Klaus, 2002 Midwest League Manager of the Year, coaching at third for the Kernels. And James Rowson coaching at first, the Kernel hitting coach. Mathis at second. B.J. Weed at first. Fisher homeward. Outside as he turned it over a little bit. Well, Kernel General Manager Jack Rader remarked to me earlier this afternoon that this is the first time in his memory, and he's been with the club since the early 90s as the general manager, that we've had 4 beautiful nights in a row in early to mid-April. We really have been blessed, haven't we? After that cold 3 days in Peoria. The 1-1 to Cosby. Outside, it just missed. For those of you listening on the internet, we reiterate what a beautiful stadium this new ballpark is, and down the lines, 315 in left, 325 in right, 400 to dead center, a green padded wall, and the star of the show, the big scoreboard in right center. Ball 3 is fired high and away, and Quan Cosby's having a terrific at bat. After going down in the hole 0-1, he's now ahead 3-1. Hey, sideline Freddie's here. TV9 Sports Director John Campbell down below, and John is peering through the backstop with camera resting on his right shoulder, so you know that the Kernels will be featured prominently on tonight's TV9 Sports.
Stamped on page 60 in the program to be a winner. Get your prize at Olympic Service.
A delay as Brian Kennedy went out to confer with his big, tall lefty. The Kernels have 2 on and 2 out as the shortstop Davidson tiptoes near the runner at second, Jake Mathis. Quan, a chopper to second. That'll end the inning. Kualua flips to second to force B.J. Weed. Quan Cosby forces B.J. at second. It went 4-6. The Kernels threaten, but do not score in the second inning. No runs, a hit batter, 1 hit, no Quad City errors, and 2 left by the Kernels. And after 2, it's the Kernels leading Quad City 1-0.
At Pat McGrath's Chevyland, you'll see more and save more on brand new Chevrolets than anywhere else in Iowa.
See more.
Over 500 new Chevrolets with the options you want.
Save more.
Low APR financing. You'll save thousands on finance charges.
See more.
Cavaliers, Malibus, Impalas, Monte Carlos, and Venture Vans.
Save more.
Discounts up to $3,000 on new Chevy cars.
See more.
Chevyland has the largest selection of trucks, S10, Silverados, and Avalanches.
Save more.
Get discounts up to $5,500 on new Chevy trucks.
See more.
Trailblazers, Tahoes, Trackers, Blazers, and Suburbans. Over 200 trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, more pre-owned vehicles. Over $5 million worth. Get 5.9 APR financing on used vehicles. $1 down delivers. And receive $3,000 minimum for your trade.
You'll see more and save more.
Now at
Mr. Big Volume.
Pat McGrath Chevyland, 1651st Street, Cedar Rapids. Chevy will be there.
It's an information jungle out there. Predators are after your money, looking for that credit card receipt left behind, that blank check you lost. Any information to help them claim another victim of America's growing crime, identity theft. Don't give information to people you don't know, and report suspected fraud to your bank. Learn more at www.aba.com. And stay out of the jungle. This safety message is brought to you by Bank Iowa, Iowa's hometown bank. Member FDIC.
We're back.
First batter, inning 3 for the Quad Cities.
We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Kernels. A pair of doubles by Alberto Callaspo and Jared Abruzzo in the Kernel first inning. Jean Toledo deals home to Alex Romero. There's a bouncer to second. B.J. Weed's been busy. That's his 3rd straight assist. 3 River Bandits in a row now have bounced out to second, and that is 5 straight retired by the Kernel right-hander. The number 9 batter, Scott Whitrock, will now hit. He's batting .261, no homers, no RBIs. Culver's, frozen custard, and Butterburgers, a proud partner with the Kernels this season, providing youngsters with the thrill of a lifetime, as Whitrock had one in his wheelhouse and he jackhammered it foul straight back. A young girl or boy gets to take the field. Every Kernel home game this year is the Culver's frozen custard and Butterburgers small fry of the game. Here's a comebacker. Jean Toledo on to first, and that's 6th straight retired by the Kernel right-hander, Jean Toledo. Scott Whitrock shattered his bat and bounced back to the hill for the second out of the inning. And we invite you to visit one of our 2 Culvers. One's just a fly ball away here from the ballpark on Edgewood Road across from Westdale Mall, just before you get to the new Cineplex. Or visit Culver's right off I-380 and Boyson Road, the Hiawatha Culver's exit 25, across from Allen's. Culver's, delicious frozen custard and world-famous Butterburgers. A strike call to Trent Olchen. Now a swing and a miss. A fastball ran right underneath the left-handed batter's hands, and Jean Toledo could be on his way to an easy inning. Jean on this warm Monday night wearing a long-sleeve red jersey underneath his Kernel red top. Let's see if he comes right after Trent Olchen, who bounced out to third in the first inning. He did, and he got him swinging. Trent Olchen fans, 2 strikeouts in 3 innings for the Kernel right-hander, and he's now retired 7 in a row. 7 in a row set down by Jean Toledo as the Kernel pitching continues to ride high here against Quad City. After 2.5 on a beautiful Monday evening, the Kernels lead Quad City 1-0.
Life is a process of continuous change. Each of us has to be prepared to adjust to constantly changing events. One way you can make sure you're taking care of all the changes in your life is to visit Phil Andrews, your Pekin insurance agent at Weidenhammer Andrews in Cedar Rapids. You can depend on Phil Andrews, your Pekin insurance professional, to give you sound advice on insurance for your home, auto, life, and health. See Phil Andrews at the Weidenhammer Andrews Agency in Cedar Rapids to make your life a little easier.
Miller Lite, Miller Time, track 5.
All alone in a crowd when it's quiet, when it's loud, on the bench or on the run, when it's said and when it's done. That's the time. That's the time. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
The tool needed to rebuild lives after a disaster isn't always a hammer. Sometimes it's a word of encouragement. When disaster strikes, the Salvation Army knows that rebuilding shattered lives takes more than tools from the hardware store. It takes the tools that come from the heart. Need knows no season, so please give generously. Donate online at salvationarmyusa.org or call 1-800-SALARMY.
We're rolling right along. We go to the bottom of the third. The Kernels with a pair of doubles in the bottom of the first from Cayaspo and Abruzzo scored the game's only run. Alberto Cayaspo did double over the first baseman Goldman's head in the first inning, and he scored the game's only run. Eric Fisher with a curveball that stays high and outside. Boy, Alberto's on some tear. He is now 5 for his last 7. He's wearing out the River Bandits. There's a base hit into left. He's 6 for 8. Alberto Cayaspo is 6 for his last 8. And I mean, he hit that one right on the barrel of the bat, the sweet part. You could really hear it all the way up here. A solid single. Lined into left, to the left of Omar Burgos, the third baseman. And the Kernels have their leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the third, trying to add to a 1-0 lead. We welcome in Fort Wayne tomorrow for the first of 4. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday evening, 6:30 starts. The gates open at 5:30. Dugout interview times at 6:10 the next 4 evenings. Alex Devorsky flew out to shallow right in the first, and he takes outside a ball. Thanks to Mike Kuhlbeck, our Director of Marketing and Public Relations, we have great news from the Anaheim Angel organization about former Kernels who are really excelling as they make their way up to the World Championship Angel squad. A throw to first and Cayaspo back. Let's highlight 3 former Kernels who helped our World Champion Angels sweep Oakland with a win 8-2 at Edison International Field yesterday. 1997 Kernels strikeout king Ramon Ortiz was the winner. He's now 2-1. There goes the runner. They throw behind him, and now he's in a pickle. The shortstop runs back Cayaspo towards first, and Alberto is tagged out. He's tagged out, and the caught stealing goes 1, 3, 6, 3, 4. 1, 3, 6, 3, 4. Alberto Cayaspo picked off first. Ramon Ortiz allowed 4 hits in 6 innings in the Angel drubbing of Oakland. Former Colonel Scott Shields in 3 innings gave the Athletics just 1 hit, and he earned his save. And Sean Wooten, Big Woot, homered. 1997 Colonel Sean Wooten homered for the World Champion Angels as they completed a sweep of the Athletics. Devorsky takes ball 2 outside. Now Fisher with a fastball. It's upstairs, 3-0 to Alex. Double-A Arkansas with former Colonel manager Tyrone Boykin at the helm dumped Wichita 10-5 yesterday. There's a strike on the outside edge. And how about Nick Gourneau? Last year, our everyday left fielder, Gourneau helped Rancho Cucamonga stomp Inland Empire in the Cal League 6-1. A high can of corn, a lazy fly ball into right. Trent Olchen battling the wind. That ball was blown towards center field, but Olchen stayed with it. And Alex Devorsky flies to right for the second time. 2 gone in the Colonel third inning. Former Colonel Jason Cooley in his second year as a Rancho Cucamonga Quake had an RBI double for Rancho. And last year, Colonel stars Casey Kochman, Mike Napoli, and Justin Turner. Each of them had RBI singles. Here's a ground ball past third, and it's a base hit for Abruzzo. I'd give him a hit. They do all the way. Some would say, well, the third baseman should have had that. It was hit right at him. Yeah, but it was hit like a bullet. Jared Abruzzo is 2 for 2 as he really corked one hard on the ground, and he whistled it right by Omar Burgos, who had no chance at the hot corner. And that's why they call it the hot corner. David Gates will now bat. He lined out to left to end the Colonel first inning. Kernels have out-hit Quad City 5-1 and lead it 1-0 here in the third. Getting back to our Toyota Financial Services visits to Isaac Newton Christian Academy and All Saints School this morning. David Gates read a story to the kids, then we showed them the rewards they can earn by reading this summer from Toyota Financial Services. A deep drive to left, tomahawked way back by Gates. Goodbye! David Gates into the home run trot, his second of the year. It's 3-0 Kernels.
Home run number 2 for Felix.
Well, how about Toyota Financial Services? We mentioned them, the great contribution and support they give to the reading program. David Gates was up early this morning helping out, and David bashes a 2-run homer. It went over the Mercy Care blue and white sign, the Tri-Vision sign, just to the right of the Westdale Mall Mix 96.5 FM home run hot tub. A 2-run blast for Gates with Abruzzo aboard. It came with 2 out. Now Matt Brown has taken a couple of pitches, and he's in the hole 0-2. We had fun because David Gates is from Alabama, and he carries a rather colloquial accent from down south. Here's a ground ball, a worm burner off the bat of Brown, and it's kicked by Omar Burgos. No play. Burgos had fielded the ball cleanly, but then as he was transferring it from his glove to his throwing hand, whoops, butterfingers, he lost it, and it's an error on Omar Burgos. We had fun asking the kids at the 2 elementary schools this morning, guess where David Gates is from, and I'll be darned, it took just 4 guesses at each school, and Alabama. They guessed David from Alabama because of his southern drawl. Ball one is high to Jake Mathis. So all sorts of learning takes place thanks to Toyota Financial Services. Jake Mathis, a left-handed batter, facing Fisher with 1 on and 2 out. Ooh, a changeup, and Jake was way ahead of it, swung and missed, strike 1. 3-0 Kernels with 2 out. Abruzzo cracked one hard into left for his second hit, and then David Gates got one letter high, and I mean he tomahawked it, and he whacked it high and deep over the left field wall for his second home run of the year. 1-1 to Mathis. A throw to first, and Matt Brown is back. Jake Mathis using a black lacquer bat. Slightly open stance. He drills one into left. It's fading, and it's going to be caught near the line. A sinking liner. Scott Whitrock in left came on and made the grab. The Kernels strike for a pair in the bottom of the third. On 3 base hits, a man picked off. There was 1 Quad City error. The Kernels strand a man. They've now left 4. As we head to the top of the fourth, the Kernels own a 3-0 lead over the River Bandits.
Here's a reminder for Cedar Rapids residents. The city's annual bulky item cleanup starts April 14th. Be sure you read the orange flyer you received in the mail recently as you get your bulky items ready for collection. That flyer provides you with a list of the specific bulky items that will be collected, as well as other guidelines that apply to this spring's bulky item collection program. Your friends at Cedar Rapids Solid Waste and Recycling thank you for helping to make the bulky item collection a success.
The Crown Plaza Five Seasons is Cedar Rapids' exclusive downtown hotel. Make plans to experience a spectacular view from the top of the Five. Start your day off with us for breakfast or make a lasting impression on your business associates by treating them to our signature pasta bar for lunch. For any occasion, enjoy an elegant dinner or Eddie Picard Jazz Trio in the city's only rooftop restaurant. Call 363-8161 for reservations.
It's not often you can make a real difference in the lives of kids. When you volunteer as an optimist, you'll be helping kids take a positive turn in their lives. As their role model, mentor, leader, and friend, you'll help young people develop positive attitudes and approaches to life that will enable them to excel in school and in our community. So if you care about kids, give yourself a present by volunteering today. Optimists, bringing out the best in kids.
Through three, the Kernels have out-hit the River Bandits 6-1 and own a 3-0 lead over these Minnesota Twin farmhands. Remember, our parent club, the world champion Angels, had a thrilling series with the Twins to decide who would represent the American League in the World Series, and the Angels got through the Yankees, Twins, and then came back from that 3-2 game deficit to beat Dusty Baker and his Giants and earn their first World Series in 42 years. Seth Davidson cracks one foul back of the plate. Seth was hit by a pitch his first time up. Jean Toledo paints the outside corner with the strike. Davidson doesn't like the call by plate umpire Jeremy Sparley. Jean Toledo is set down 7 straight River Bandit hitters. He's ahead 0-2 of Davidson. A bouncer to first. There's Jake Mathis waving off the pitcher, taking the play himself. Seth Davidson cranked one hard on 2 hops. And Jeff Mathis put his glove right at the level of the bill of his cap and a few steps from first. He made the play unassisted. 8 in a row retired by Jean Toledo. 8 in a row. Here's Brian Kennedy. He's the last River Bandit to reach. He did so on a base hit into left field. He takes a strike. Toledo's getting ahead of most hitters. Here's a line shot into center, right at Quan Cosby. 2 gone. Brian Kennedy hit it right on the button, but lined out to center, and that's 9 in a row, now retired by Jean Toledo. Well, we welcome our great friends. The Leshes are here as well. Gabe is here, and so is his sister Morgan, along with Gordon and Gene Epping, some very first-class people up here in the broadcast booth tonight. And we're sure glad it's such a nice night. We're so delighted you've decided to spend some of your Monday night with us. Colonel Baseball. Nothing can beat the fun and the excitement. It's 2-0 to Dusty Goldman. Gabe Lesh, you've sprung a few inches, haven't you? You're up there with me now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Dusty Goldman. The Leshes, great friends of the Kernels. For years they've housed Kernel players. The only reason they're not this spring is they have a couple of high school kids, and you know what that's like. The phone's tied up, the car's out, and they're going to events with their friends, and so the Leshes are taking a brief sabbatical from hosting Kernel players. Ball 3 low to Goldman. He whacks one foul toward the third base Quad City dugout. Dusty's due. He's 0 for his last 14. Hitless in this series. But he hit .302 with Elizabethton in the Appalachian League last year. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called! 10 in a row! 10 in a row for Jean Toledo as Goldman barks at the umpire. Oh, Jean Toledo is now set down 10 straight River Bandits. On a 3-2 pitch, he got Goldman looking, and that's 3 strikeouts for the 20-year-old Colonel right-hander. For the 3rd straight frame, Quad Cities retired 1-2-3-0 across. And after 3.5 on Grantwood Elementary School night, the Colonels up on the River Bandits 3-0.
Hot deals today, cool and quiet tomorrow on Dave Lennox Signature Collection Equipment at Banks Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox dealer, where right now you can get up to a $1,000 rebate on qualifying equipment. So call Banks Heating and Air Conditioning today at 854-6945 and ask about the Dave Lennox Signature Equipment. That's Banks Heating and Air Conditioning at 854-6945. Lennox dealers include independently owned and operated businesses. Lennox, a better place. It's a fast-paced world. Things change at the speed of sound, yet some things never change, like your desire to deal with a solid, dependable car dealer. Zimmerman Ford has been around for 31 years. They still deal with a handshake and a promise to be there after the sale with quality service. Zimmerman Ford Town is Eastern Iowa's largest volume Ford dealer, and you don't get that way without being rock solid. Check them out on the web at FordTownUSA.com or in person on First Avenue in Cedar Rapids. Ford, BMW, Hyundai, and Mitsubishi at Zimmerman Ford Town.
When it comes to insurance and financial services, think smart. Think about Farm Bureau Financial Services for auto, home, life, farm and ranch, retirement funding, and business protection. Call Vaughn Blythe in Cedar Rapids. More products, more services, more of your needs met. So for more information, call Vaughn Blythe in Cedar Rapids. Farm Bureau Financial Services. More than you think. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, West Des Moines, Iowa.
Justin Hancock will lead it off for the Colonels as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Justin Hancock, the number 8 hitter in the Allen Motor Company Colonel order, swings and misses. Strike 1 as Eric Fisher gets ahead of him. Remember, we'll have our Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question coming up for you in the top of the 6th inning, so stay tuned for that. A ground ball off the end of the bat and an easy pickup at first for Dusty Goldman, and he retires the Colonel leadoff man, Justin Hancock. Justin hit that one right off the end of the stick and rolls out to first. B.J. Weed singled hard into right his first time up. The Colonels have had at least one hit in each of their first 3 at-bats against the 6'7" lefty, Eric Fisher. Here's a bunt, past the mound, off the pitcher's glove, base hit! Oh, that's a great weapon to use, the bunt. And B.J. is 2 for 2. He has the 7th Colonel hit of the evening. He pushed it just to the right of the mound, and moving to his left, even the long, lanky 6'7" Eric Fisher could only get a glove on it. It squirted off the webbing of his mitt and then died in no man's land on the grass between the mound and second. 1 on, 1 out for Quan Cosby. Quan is wrapped out to second twice. A throw to first, and Weed is back standing up. The Colonels, by virtue of this homestand, listen to the scores we've won by. Well, we won 12-8 Friday night, lost 5-2 Saturday, then yesterday 5-0, 12-2, a doubleheader sweep. The Colonel team average is up to 245 now, and that's 5th highest in the 14-team Midwest League. A 245 team batting average for the Colonels. The runner goes! And a pitch is knuckled foul into the railing of the Colonel first base dugout. Todd Klaus playing some hit and run. B.J. Weed had the base stolen, but it was a hit and run, and Quan tried to hit behind Weed and did so, but fouled it off toward the Colonel dugout. Big gap in right center for Cosby as Alex Romero is shading him into left center. I mean, there's a half an acre of room out there if Quan could plug the gap. He tried to plug the gap and go the other way, but he tips one foul into the mid of Brian Kennedy back of the plate. It's 0-2 to Quan Cosby. Our great Cub fan is down there tonight in her premier seat, along with Ann Hearn listening in. A chopper foul off the plate, and Quan spoiled a good 0-2 pitch. We'll be checking in with Deb Williams, our in-studio engineer, after this bottom of the fourth. We should have a final from San Juan, Puerto Rico, where the Expos are playing 20 of their home games this season. The Mets trying to avoid a sweep, playing in San Juan against Montreal this afternoon, and we'll have a score for you by checking in with our in-studio engineer. A big yellow hammer, and Quan laid off. It was high and outside from Eric Fisher. There's no question he's labored a little bit out there tonight. He's fanned one. He's hit a batter. And he's yielded 3 runs on 7 hits through 3 1/3 innings. He comes set at the letters. The 1-2 to the Kernels switch hitting. Oh, they have the runner picked off. And a throw from the first baseman Goldman to the shortstop, and that's the second Kernel runner that has been picked off by Eric Fisher. B.J. Weed is picked off. The play went 1-3-6. So the Kernels know now that Eric Fisher has a devastating pickoff move. Looks like everybody from Grantwood Elementary School is having a great time in the plaza section. The 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the Kernels are done here in the 4th inning. The second strikeout for the lefty. A blistering fastball, and Quan couldn't pull the trigger. In the 4th, no runs for the Kernels. 1 hit, a bunt single. Our second runner picked off at first this evening. No Quad City errors. The Kernels leave the bases empty. And after 4 in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium on Grantwood Elementary School night, Kernels 3, Quad City nothing.
Remember when you were a child and there was a safety patrol person near your school to make sure you could cross the street safely? Don't you wish you had a safety patrol with you to help you conduct your life safely? Scott Draper, your Pekin insurance agent at Sheets Forest Draper Insurance in Marion, can help you feel safe with the right insurance coverages. For the right insurance for your home, auto, life, health, and business, see your Pekin insurance agent, Scott Draper at Sheets Forest Draper Insurance in Marion.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is looking for volunteers to be a guiding light for today's youth. Do you have the right qualifications? Let's find out.
Can you burp the alphabet? Have you ever tied someone's shoelaces together? Do you know what a noogie is? Have you ever started a pillow fight? Have you ever given someone a wedgie?
Think being a big means you have to act like a saint? Think again. To volunteer, call 1-888-412-BIGS or visit BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.
When we met at Spaghetti, we would never forget the Ojanos. Now it's where mi amore and I, Danne, in we carry out the lunch and the dinner all the time for lasagna, ravioli, mandacati, cannelloni, tortellini, or try their delicious salads and sub sandwiches too. The Ojanos is the hometown taste of Italy. For your next meal with friends and a family, remember the Ojanos with 5 convenient locations for the pasta that makes you sing.
To Deb Williams, our in-studio engineer, a look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. It's brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Al Shetler, Dale Thompson, Gary Shubat, and Lanny Peterson. This afternoon in San Juan, Montreal completed a 4-game sweep of the Mets. The Expos upended New York 5-3, and that's the only afternoon action on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Jean Toledo has retired 10 straight River Bandits, and his first pitch is low and away, ball 1 to Omar Burgos. We'll have more later on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Strike called, a fastball at the knees, clocked at 87 miles an hour on the McDonald's speed pitch indicator in right center field. A curve, and it's a base hit into left. Past Kayaspo, no chance for Alberto. Getting it back in is Justin Hancock, and that is just the second hit of the game for Quad City. And for the first time tonight, they have their leadoff man on. A solid single into left by Omar Burgos. Just their second hit through 4 innings. Here's Felix Molina. Switch hitter batting left. Hey, we haven't turned a double play yet tonight. Now would be a nice time, wouldn't it? Here's a bunt. A tough play for Weed. He barehands. Got the batter. Oh, a bunt by Molina. A terrific drag bunt, but he pushed it just a tad too hard. And a good play by Weed as he had to race in barehanded on the grass and throw a submarine peg, and he got Molina. Credit Felix with the sacrifice, though, as Omar Burgos made it to second. The sacrifice goes 4-3. I mean, B.J. Weed made a tough play look easy. Now Kalana Kualua, the Hawaiian, takes outside a fastball. And I know we have listeners all over the country and globe, and I say the Hawaiian with so much pride. Everybody I've ever talked to who's been fortunate enough to go to our 50th state just raves about it. Here's a high pop foul, knuckling over the Papa John's Plaza. Someday I'll make it to Hawaii. They say that the beauty and the climate are unparalleled. Kualua spells his last name Kuhaulua. Kalana Kualua, right-handed batter. Swing, he didn't mean to. He went around on a high heater, strike two. Kalana walks all the way out of the dirt batting circle. Wearing a couple of white batting gloves, he chokes the bat a good inch. Not too many batters choke up anymore, but Kalana Kualua does. Runner at second, one out, 3-0 Kernels, fifth inning, a curveball, and that one's fouled straight back. The kid in the first row of the premier seats flinched. I don't blame him. A rocket coming towards you, I don't care if there's a net there or not, you tend to flinch. Jean Toledo set just above the belt, delivers. Strike three called, a big curveball outside corner, caught Kualua looking, he froze, and that's 4 strikeouts for Jean Toledo.
Center fielder Alex Romero.
Alex Romero now at the plate with 2 out and a runner at second. The Kernels are proud to bring you our Kernel Did You Know question. Remember, you can log on to our website to order tickets, Kernel fans. A swing in self-defense, and Romero checked his swing as he tried to get out of the way of a pitch, and the pitch hit his bat and then ricocheted all the way to third base. And it looks like Romero's a candidate for a visit to the chiropractor. He's trying to put himself back together. Jean Toledo came right in on the batter, and in trying to get out of the way, the bat made contact with the pitch, strike one. Well, that's pitching inside, isn't it? Romero grounded out to second to lead off the third. The Kernels proud to bring you the Did You Know question. Now a broken bat foul past first, strike two. Yes, you can order your Kernel tickets online at www.kernels.com, Kernels, or call our ticket box office, 896-7560. 896-7560 for Kernel tickets. Our Kernel Did You Know question is astounding. Did you know that Kevin Moss, a promising slugger for the Yankees in the early 90s, in 1990, Kevin Moss hit 21 homers, but he only drove in 41 runs by hitting 21 home runs, and that's an all-time record for a guy hitting over 20 homers to drive in just 41 runs. A pitch pulled to second from shallow right. B.J. Weed back to get it. Throws in time. Alex Romero grounded one to deep second. B.J. Weed had to range far to his left. Then he threw out Romero. 5 shutout innings for Jean Toledo. No runs for Quad City in the fifth after they put their leadoff man aboard. 1 hit, just their second of the game. No Kernel errors. The River Bandits leave 1. They've stranded 2. Again, our Kernel Did You Know question. Did you know that among players with 20 homer seasons, Kevin Moss of the 1991 Yankees managed the lowest RBI total ever for a player with 20 or more homers in a season? Kevin Moss hit 21 home runs, but drove in only 41 as a 1990 Yankee. That's our Colonel Did You Know question. The Kernels come to bat in the home half of the fifth, holding a 3-0 lead over Quad City.
Looking for a sure way to bring your daughter or son the thrill of a lifetime? Then visit Taco Bell and register them for a chance to be drawn as a Taco Bell Baseball Buddy. As a Taco Bell Baseball Buddy, your child will receive a Taco Bell Baseball Buddy t-shirt. Collect autographs from the Kernels and take the field with a Kernel player for the national anthem. Being a Taco Bell Baseball Buddy will provide your kid with an unforgettable feeling of excitement. All it takes is a visit to Taco Bell.
The Crown Plaza Five Seasons is Cedar Rapids' exclusive downtown hotel. Make plans to experience a spectacular view from the top of the Five. Start your day off with us for breakfast or make a lasting impression on your business associates by treating them to our signature pasta bar for lunch. For any occasion, enjoy an elegant dinner or Eddie Picard Jazz Trio in the city's only rooftop restaurant. Call 363-8161 for reservations.
I'm Judge Maybelline Ephraim from TV's Divorce Court, and if you watch my show, you know that divorce is never easy. Neither is managing your health. Diabetes is a disease that strikes millions of African Americans each year and is on the rise. In fact, you may be at risk and not ever know it. If you are 30 or older, or overweight, or have a family history of diabetes, you need to see an endocrinologist, the diabetes specialist. Early screening can save your life. That's an order.
For more information about diabetes, call 1-866-ENDO-HELP.
Bottom of the fifth, 3-0 Kernels. Alberto Callaspo's been red hot. He's 6 for his last 8, including a double and a run scored in the first tonight, a single leading off the third, but then he was picked off by big Eric Fisher. A 4-pitch walk to Alberto Callaspo. I guess when you're 6 for 8, you earn some degree of respect, and a 4-pitch walk to Callaspo. Now the heart of the Kernel order, Alex Devorsky. Alex has flown out to right a couple of times so far tonight.
For the lucky fan in section 108, row B.
Alex Devorsky. Let's see if the Kernels can read this pickoff move of Eric Fisher. He throws over. That's not his best move, and Callaspo back standing up. Our Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question looms on the horizon. We'll have it in the top of the 6th inning for you. So get ready. Alex, a right-handed batter, came in hitting .250. Takes a fastball high and outside. Devorsky homered yesterday. Alex has 2 RBIs on the year. And he's batting with nobody out, a runner at first in the Kernel 5th inning. Kernel started play tonight 5-5. A throw to first, and Callaspo dances back again, standing up. The Kernel 5-5 record puts them in a third-place tie with Wisconsin in the Western Division first half standings. Peoria and Kane County are red hot. Each of those clubs is 9-1. Well, I'll tell you how good Fisher's pickoff move is as he deals a strike and a curve to Alex Devorsky. As Fisher was pitching that one homeward, Callaspo was returning to first base. That's how good his pickoff move is. Now the 1-1. High, it's 2-1 to Devorsky. What a great night for baseball. When we started at 6:30, it was 84 degrees. It's probably still in the high 70s. And those kids from Grantwood Elementary are having a blast in the plaza section. Alex lays off one upstairs. 3-1 to Devorsky. You remember when I said 3-1's a good hitter's count? I said that when Abruzzo was at the plate in the first inning, and he hit a rocket, an RBI double into the left center field alley. Let's see if Alex gets a good pitch to hit on 3-1. Nope, ball 4, way high. 2 on, nobody out for Jared Abruzzo. And we may have a visit to the Hill. We will. This will be interesting. Gary Lucas, we've marveled at his size all series. He's 6'8", and he'll be looking eyeball to eyeball to the 6'7" 23-year-old Eric Fisher. Well, we want to reiterate why Peck's Flower and Garden Shop should be the place you visit this week. The beauty of spring has arrived with Easter flowers and plants from Peck's Flower and Garden Shop. Make Easter bright with colorful blossoms from the florist shop at Peck's. Choose a traditional Easter lily plant starting at just $8.99 cash and carry. A wide array of colorful blooming plants are available in many sizes this Easter season. Choose one for a friend or family and another for yourself. Easter centerpiece for the final touch to your holiday table would be in order at Peck's. And for family and friends out of town, Peck's is your professional FTD and Teleflora florist. They can send your Easter greeting almost anywhere. Visit Peck's in person, by phone, or visit Peck's on the web at www.pecksflorist.com. Easter's just ahead, and Peck's is ready to help you make it special. Abruzzo takes high, ball one. Now the shortstop, Seth Davidson, snuck in behind Kayaspo at second, and that prompted Fisher to step off the rubber. Couple of young Kernel fans with a pair of red Thunder sticks down below. Boy, aren't those fun? Ball two is low to Abruzzo, and it looks like Eric Fisher is nibbling. He's not challenging the Kernel hitters. Yeah, the Thunder Sticks were the rage of the Anaheim Angel postseason surge last fall. It seemed like every time you saw the Angels at home, there were 45,000 people clapping those Thunder Sticks together, making a racket. There's a strike on a 2-0 pitch, a letter-high fastball, and Abruzzo was taking all the way. Kernels trying to break this one open a little bit in the bottom of the fifth. They hold a 3-0 lead. Have runners at first and second with nobody out. Long time between pitches by the lefty. Here's the 2-1 to Jared. Ooh, a big swing, but a tip foul back to the base of the backstop. We have a right-hander up and throwing in the Quad City bullpen. And that right-hander appears to be... Well, we'll just have to check. It's hard to see from here. Deuces Wild, 2 out, and a 2-2 pitch headed home to the Kernel cleanup batter, Jared Abruzzo. Pop foul right back to the plate. Kernels lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Aaron Williams is the right-hander in the Quad City bullpen. Aaron Williams. Another 2-2 to Abruzzo. A tap to short, could be a double play. Throw to second, out, throw to first. Save! Oh, and you have to credit Alex Devorsky as he made a very good slide and took the legs out from underneath Kalana Kualua. And Jared Abruzzo narrowly averts hitting into a double play. He beat the relay throw to first from Kalua. And it's first and third, 1 out. Devorsky was forced 4-6. No, Devorsky was forced 6-4. Davidson to Kualua. Davidson, the shortstop for the second baseman, forced Alex Devorsky. But Alex prevented a double play with a very good slide into the bag at second. Here's David Gates. Ground ball to short, could end the inning. Throw to second, out, throw to first. Not in time. A run scores to make it 4-0. David Gates has another RBI. Abruzzo was forced 6-4 at second as Kayaspo streaked across the plate. David Gates beat the relay throw as Quad City tried for the double play. Well, you'll take runs any way you can get them, won't you? Especially when you draw a pair of walks to start the inning. The Kernels make Quad City pay for those 2 walks and have scored a run without a hit here in the 5th inning. The lawn section is teeming with kids. And why not? This game started at 6:30. They'll be in bed by 9:30. Look at those kids out there on the lawn section. They're having a blast. What they're waiting for is a foul ball. Then you'll see who's king of the hill, believe me. The runner goes. A pitch, a ball, the throw to second. Not in time. On to third goes David Gates. Todd Klaus holds him up. A stolen base for David Gates. And an error will be charged, I believe, to the catcher, Brian Kennedy. His throw was in the dirt. And an error has been charged, we believe, to Brian Kennedy. Boy, Gates arrived at the base just as Kennedy's throw did. And the throw flicked off the mid of Kalana Kualua into shallow right center. Ball one was taken by Matt Brown. Now a dandy curveball is a strike. Kernels have a runner at third with 2 out. And what a big spot for Matt Brown to come up with a clutch hit. A long one to left. He golfed it out of here. Adios. Goodbye. Matt Brown with his second of the year. Makes it 6-0 Kernels. The Kernels are on a home run rampage. That's their 7th home run in the last 3 games. Matt Brown not only came up with a clutch hit, he took a pitch down and in, and he homered over the left field wall. Now here's a broken bat looper into shallow left, and back goes the shortstop, Seth Davidson. He makes a good running catch to get Jeff Mathis's blooper, and the Kernels are retired in the 5th inning, but not without doubling their lead. The Kernels in the 5th come up with 3 runs. Mind you, all of them, well, one of them with 1 out, the other 2 with 2 out, 3 runs on only 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 Quad City error. Well, no error has been charged to Quad City yet. We'll have to wait and see. And the Kernels leave, nobody aboard. Matt Brown put a charge into 1, and after 5, with the Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question just ahead, it's the Kernels 6, the River Bandits nothing.
Benjamin Franklin once said,
"Well done is better than well said."
Thanks, Ben. At Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, we agree that talk is cheap. But what separates Benjamin Franklin Plumbing from all the others?
I must say, I don't know.
Well, for starters, a Benjamin Franklin plumber's work begins the moment you make the call.
Really? How so?
Our call takers are real problem solvers. They'll set up your service appointment around your schedule. And when it comes to the actual work, our plumbers won't waste your time. We'll be there. In fact, if we don't show up on time, we'll give you a Franklin, a Benjamin Franklin, $100 bill.
Splendid.
You can expect prompt, punctual, courteous service, and we'll be sure to get your approval before starting any work.
Now that's my kind of plumber.
Benjamin Franklin plumbers are trained to fix your problems so they stay fixed. That's why we're named Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
Call your Benjamin Franklin plumber at Strictly Plumbing, 373-2524.
Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
It's a fast-paced world. Things change at the speed of sound, yet some things never change, like your desire to deal with a solid, dependable car dealer. Zimmerman Ford has been around for 31 years. They still deal with a handshake and a promise to be there after the sale with quality service. Zimmerman Ford Town is Eastern Iowa's largest volume Ford dealer, and you don't get that way without being rock solid. Check them out on the web at FordTownUSA.com or in person on First Avenue in Cedar Rapids. Ford, BMW, Hyundai, and Mitsubishi at Zimmerman Ford Town.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, 6-0 Kernels, as Jean Toledo delivers low, ball 1, to Scott Whitrock. Whitrock grounded out to short his first time up. He pops one a mile high on the right side. It's in shallow right. B.J. Weed way out on the grass. One-hands it. Wow. A high pop-up into shallow right by Scott Whitrock, and B.J. Weed backpedaling in front of David Gates one-handed it. It's that time again. We challenge your baseball knowledge throughout the season here at home with our Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question. If you've been one of our 4 Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia questions winners, please don't call in tonight. That'll give all the other Kernel fans across eastern Iowa or listening on the internet their fair shake at a $5 gift certificate from the Spring House, as well as a wooden token for a free cup of coffee at the Spring House. Here's a broken bat one-hopper to B.J. Weed, and Trent Olchin's retired. It went 4-3. 4-3 the put-out as Jean Toledo continues to roll on the mound. Hey, here's a great feature at the Spring House. Come in and see an 8.5-foot tall unicycle that Lester Schmitz can ride at the Spring House. Come in and see an unusual artifact. Lester Schmitz, as a youngster, had a chance to learn how to unicycle. Lester, of course, one of the owners of the Spring House. Come in and see Lester's 8.5-foot tall unicycle. Yes, Lester can ride it. I'm not sure you can twist his arm, but I bet if you ask him, he'll get it off the front wall there and take a spin around the parking lot at the Spring House. Here's a base hit into the right field corner. The question is, can it be cut off? And it was cut off by David Gates. Seth Davidson whistles a single into right with 2 out, and that for Quad City is their 3rd hit of the game. Our Spring House Family Restaurant baseball trivia question. 9 rookie managers have won World Series titles in the history of the game. 2 of those first-year skippers have accomplished the feat within the last 16 seasons, so relatively recently. Name one of them. 9 rookie managers have won the World Series their first year managing. 2 of those first-year skippers accomplished the feat within the last 16 years. Name one of them. We'll open the phone lines for you after Quad City bats here in the 6th inning. Brian Kennedy looks at a strike. That's our Spring House Family Restaurant baseball trivia question. Ooh, a pitch-fisted foul by Kennedy into the third base Quad City dugout. 0-2 to Brian. 9 first-year skippers have won World Series championships. 2 of those have done it within the last 16 seasons. Name one of them. That's our Spring House Family Restaurant baseball trivia question. And we'll take your phone calls in a little bit. Ball 1 upstairs to Brian Kennedy. Yeah, there's a unicycle as you walk into the Spring House Family Restaurant. It's 8.5 feet tall, and Lester Schmitz learned how to ride it as a youngster, and he's still able to do it. Man, that's something I'd never get on. The 1-2 in the dirt, blocked beautifully by Abruzzo. Our Spring House Family Restaurant baseball trivia question. 9 managers in their first year skippering have won a World Series title. 2 of them accomplished the feat within the last 16 seasons. Name one of those 2 managers who won a World Series championship his first year managing his ball club. Here's the 2-2. Instead, a leisurely toss over to first, and Davidson back. Top of the 6th, 6-0 Kernels. Mathis holds Davidson. The 2-2 from Toledo. Swing and a tip foul into the mitt of Abruzzo. Strike 3. And that is 5 strikeouts for the Kernel 20-year-old right-hander who has blanked Quad City through 6 innings on 3 hits. No runs for the River Bandits in the top of the 6th. 1 hit, no Kernel errors. The River Bandits leave 1 aboard. They've stranded 3. The Spring House Family Restaurant baseball trivia question phone number 896-7615, 896-7615, 896-7615. After 5.5, new pitcher on for the River Bandits. Kernel 6, Quad City nothing.
What can I help you with here at Big Time Motors?
Well, I'm looking for a used car. I like this one. What's the price?
Listen, lady, I don't sell prices. I sell cars. But I guess if you must know, it's this.
Wow, that's $2,000 more than the one low price on the exact same car at Randy Keel Honda. And I didn't even have to ask them. Randy Keel has the prices posted for every car on their lot.
Well, we've got the best service department to stand behind our vehicles.
Really? Randy Keel showed me they're #1 in service and sales customer satisfaction. How do you know yours is the best?
My manager told me.
Thanks, but I think I'm going back to Randy Keel Honda to get the best price and the best service.
But I can throw in a free air freshener to put over the rearview mirror.
Nice try.
Randy Keel Honda understands what you need when you're looking for a new or used car. They post their prices clearly, so you don't have to guess, and they'll never pressure you.
That's why they're number one in service and sales customer satisfaction. And they just won the President's Award from American Honda. Come find out for yourself. Randy Keel Honda is on Center Point Road in Cedar Rapids, or you can visit them at randykeel.com.
Toyota takes another leap forward in material handling efficiency. Hub Toyota Lift would like to introduce you to the new Toyota AC electric forklift. AC technology provides unprecedented acceleration, dramatically increasing operator cycle times, thus increasing production. And because DC components are no longer needed, you will significantly lower your maintenance costs. A clean, running, dependable unit is the result. Coupled with today's attractive interest rates, there's never been a better time to join Toyota's AC revolution. Contact Hub Toyota Lift in Cedar Rapids, Peoria, Des Moines, and Davenport.
Well, the Kernels have sent lefty Eric Fisher to the showers. He went 5 innings, and in 5 innings he was roughed up to the tune of 6 runs on 8 Kernel hits. Fisher struck out 2. Eric walked 2. And the 6'7" lefty hit a batter. Aaron Williams, a right-hander, takes over for Quad City in the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-0 Kernels. We have a winner to congratulate in our Springhouse Family Restaurant Baseball Trivia question. A $5 gift certificate to the Springhouse and a token for a cup of coffee will be going to 12-year-old Matt Reynolds of Marion. Matt, congratulations. We ask on our Springhouse Family Restaurant Baseball Trivia question this evening, what 2 managers within the last 16 years won a World Series title in their first year at the helm? And Matt Reynolds knew that Bob Brenly accomplished the feat just 2 seasons ago as a rookie skipper for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss by Justin Hancock. Now another swing and a miss as Aaron Williams gets ahead 0-2. That's right, Bob Brenly, one of 9 managers in big league history to win a World Series title in his first year managing. And, of course, Bob Brenly played right here in Cedar Rapids back in the, I think in 1977 or thereabouts. Here's a high pop foul over the Papa John's Plaza. Hancock stays alive. The other manager, TK, Tom Kelly, in his first full year as manager. He took over near the end of 86 in Minnesota as an interim manager. But in 87, Tom Kelly guided the Twins to a victory. Here's a base hit into left. Lifted over the head of the shortstop, Davidson, by Justin Hancock. Hancock joins the Kernel hit parade. Justin Hancock is singled into left off of Aaron Williams. Matt Reynolds, 12 years old, from Marion, our Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question winner. Congratulations, Matt Reynolds. I'm not sure if you're old enough to enjoy that free cup of coffee, but I know you'll have a great time eating with that $5 gift certificate at the Springhouse. Here's a base hit into left by B.J. Weed, and the Kernels have 10 hits tonight. Wow, B.J. Weed went the other way, and he looped one over the shortstop's head. Hancock stopped at second. The Kernels primed and ready to try to add to their lead. B.J. Weed is 3 for 3. How's that for production from your number 9 hitter, B.J. Weed? Ron Klein, the Roadrunner, looking up here. Rhodey showing us his stomach, Henry. Rhodey, our equipment manager, waving up here to the broadcast booth. The batter's Quan Cosby. Strike called on the outside corner from Aaron Williams, a right-hander. Again, the final line on the starter, Eric Fisher. 5 innings pitched, 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batter. First and second, nobody out as Quan launches one foul over the lawn section. 6-0 Kernels. They've out-hit Quad City 10-3. You're tuned to The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM, KCRG, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Now Williams delivers. Ooh, it just missed inside. And it's 1-2. Hey, they're getting ready for the Perkins Pie pitch down below. And, of course, the kids from Grantwood Elementary will have some fun with that. How often does a grade school kid get to hurl a pie at another kid and not get in trouble? Here's a tap foul to the on-deck circle where Alberto Callaspo has it. Aaron Williams, we've seen him in this series once before. He pitched here in the home opener Friday night. He went 4 2/3, a long stint out of the bullpen, allowed 5 runs in 4 2/3 on 7 hits, struck out 3 and walked none. Williams from upstate New York. Ooh, Cosby has to skip the rope. He was almost struck by that low fastball. It ran right in on him. Will Kernel, pitching now through 20 innings, has held Quad City to 2 runs. 6-0 Kernels here in the bottom of the 6th. Hancock at second, Weed at first. Swing and a foul as Quan fought that inside pitch off. It ricochets all the way back towards the pitching mound. Beautiful night here in eastern Iowa. Boy, that skyline is breathtaking with Quaker Oats and the Cedar River Towers, the Crown Plaza Hotel, Alliant Energy, APAC. You can all see it from here. You can see them all. Here's a base hit into right, and Todd Klaus will hold the runner at third. They're loaded up. Quan Cosby had a terrific at-bat. He was in the hole 0-2. He fought off 3 tough pitches, and then he drilled one into right. Hit it so hard that Hancock had to be held at third. The bases are loaded with nobody out for Alberto Callaspo. And the Kernels are just mauling these River Bandits, trying to pull further ahead. Have out-hit Quad City now 11-3. Quan Cosby has his first hit of the game. Alberto Callaspo, the hottest Kernel, takes low from Aaron Williams. Aaron, A-A-R-O-N, as opposed to E-R-I-N. E-R-I-N is, I'd say, exclusively a girl's spelling, but Aaron, a very distinguished first name. Ball 2 outside to the Kernel switch hitter, who's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 runs scored. He's 6 for his last 8. And he's batting left-handed for the first time. The 2-0. A grounder to first. Goldman comes home, out, and that's the only out they get. With the bases loaded, Hancock came racing in and slid across the plate, but a force out at home as Dusty Goldman threw home to Brian Kennedy, and they forced Hancock. And that play went 3-2. 3-2. Callaspo reaches on a fielder's choice. They're still loaded with 1 out for Alex Devorsky. Weed now at third, Cosby at second, and the batter Callaspo reaches on a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss on a good breaking pitch from Aaron Williams. The crowd making a lot of noise. Ball 1 is low and away to Alex. Weed at third, Cosby at second, Callaspo at first. 1 out, bottom of the 6th, 6-0 in favor of the Kernels. Alex swings and misses at a good sinker. The bottom fell out of that thing. Now, Devorsky in the hole 1 and 2 will try to battle back. He lofts one, a foul ball or a fair ball. This will be easy for the right side of the Quad City infield. And on the edge of the grass behind first, a fair pop-up. Dusty Goldman catches it. Well, how did we get in this situation? The bases were loaded with nobody out. Now they're loaded with 2 out. Boy, Aaron Williams got Alex Devorsky to pop one up back of first, and Dusty Goldman made the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Let's see if Jared Abruzzo, who is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, can pick up a high drive to right in front of the warning track. Olchin has it. Abruzzo gave it a ride, but flew out to deep right. And let's hope the Kernels have not lost the momentum in this game. They had the bases loaded with nobody out and failed to add to their lead. Wow, Aaron Williams was something after loading the bases. No runs in the 6th for the Kernels, 3 singles, no Quad City errors. The Kernels leave the bases loaded and have stranded 7. We go to the top of the 7th. Kernels 6, River Bandits nothing.
Here's a reminder for Cedar Rapids residents. The city's annual bulky item cleanup starts April 14th. Be sure you read the orange flyer you received in the mail recently as you get your bulky items ready for collection. That flyer provides you with a list of the specific bulky items that will be collected, as well as other guidelines that apply to this spring's bulky item collection program. Your friends at Cedar Rapids Solid Waste and Recycling thank you for helping to make the bulky item collection a success.
Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, injuries can take you out of your game. Smart athletes know that Physiotherapy Associates in Cedar Rapids are the experts in the treatment and prevention of sport-related injuries. Our expert staff serves the metro and surrounding area high school athletes. Physiotherapy Associates of Cedar Rapids, the smart choice in sports medicine. Call us at 398-1569. That's 398-1569. We'll get you back in your game today.
Budweiser True Music is music created for real music lovers by real musicians, like the Donnas.
We don't put any song on the record that we don't like.
We really try hard to think of it as an album instead of a single and then some other filler songs. I know everyone tries to write a great album. Yeah, a lot of people say it, but do they stress out about it and cry?
This moment of true music was brought to you by Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
And Airport National Public Golf Course, right under the Boulevard East and Kirkwood Boulevard. Congratulations for being in the Airport National Hot Seat machine.
Well, now that tax season is winding down, Gordon Epping, his wife Jean, and are here tonight as our guests. And after tomorrow, Gordon says the phone stops ringing for a few days, so he's looking forward to some professional work up in Galena, where I hear the golf is great and the hotels and food are exquisite. So that's great for all you guys and women that help us with our taxes, which my dad was as patriotic as they come, but, and don't take this the wrong way, he called the IRS the Gestapo. He did not like the IRS. Not that he cheated on his taxes, but boy, they can be rough on you. Here's a ground ball foul past third by Dusty Goldman. And the reason my dad said that, I had a grandmother, my grandmother, like a lot of older people, was very generous in her later years and would give to a lot of charities. Well, the IRS decided to audit my 83-year-old grandmother one year, and my dad was furious. He asked why, and they said, well, all these charitable contributions raise our eyebrows. Now, why would you suspect an 83-year-old of cheating on her taxes? A strike called, and it's 0-2 to Goldman. But the IRS does great work. When they collect the taxes, hopefully they go to great, great causes within our own community. And, of course, some of our taxes go to support our armed forces that are doing such a wonderful service to us now. So we're not at all bad-mouthing the IRS. You just want to stay clear of them. You don't want any calls from the IRS. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike three as Dusty Goldman's hitting woes continue. He's 0 for 3 tonight. One gone in the 7th inning. The Kernels have Hayden Glemo, a lefty, warming up in their bullpen. So this could be it for Jean Toledo. The goal will be to get him through this 7th inning and keep Quad City from clawing into this lead. A high, lazy fly into shallow right center. Quan Cosby comes racing in and makes the one-handed grab. Omar Burgos, who has one of the 3 hits off the Colonel right-hander, is skied to center. 2 gone quickly here in the 7th. Boy, are we in for a treat as this 7th inning moves along between the top and bottom. The kids from Grantwood Elementary School are going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and they will have fun doing that. Hayden Glemo, Colonel Southpaw, warming up in the right field bullpen. Ball 2 is low to the switch hitter Felix Molina. It's been all Kernels, 6-0 through 6 2/3 so far tonight. 11 hits for the Kernels and 3 for Quad City. Here's a base hit wrapped into right, a pitch pulled into right by Felix Molina, the 4th River Bandit hit of the evening. The Kernels are trying to go 4-1 on this homestand. Here's Kalana Kualua. So far tonight, he's failed to reach. He's grounded to second and struck out looking his last time up. Swing and a miss, a tip foul into Abruzzo's mid, and that was just plain old country hardball by Jean Toledo. A fastball upstairs, and Kualua held up. Yeah, the kids in the Plaza section from Grantwood Elementary are getting their pipes warmed up. They're going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." A ground ball to short. Kayaspo feeds Weed at second for the force out. Kualua stroked it hard on one hop to the Colonel shortstop, but the force out went 6-4 to retire Quad City in the top of the 7th inning. In the 7th, no runs for the River Bandits, a 2-out single, 1 hit, no Colonel errors, and 1 left. The River Bandits have left 4 men on tonight. 7th inning stretch. Grantwood Elementary School on top of the Colonel dugout to lead the overture. After 6.5, the Colonels lead Quad City 6-0.
Can't figure out why you're not sleeping well? Maybe the trouble is in your bed. Conventional mattresses create pressure points that make you toss and turn. But now there's a bed guaranteed to give you a better night's sleep. It's the Tempur-Pedic Swedish mattress. The Tempur-Pedic mattress reduces the pressure points that make you toss and turn. So get a great night's sleep guaranteed. Call Tempur-Pedic now for a free video and sample at 1-800-207-6611. That's 1-800-207-6611.
At Bank Iowa, our professionals know how important your financial future is to you. Bank Iowa can best meet your needs when you allow us to be a part of your financial plans. Our entire staff from all areas of the bank realizes the most important part of our bank is you, the client. We bring it all together to make banking comfortable and convenient right here at home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bank Iowa, Iowa's hometown bank.
Hot deals today, cool and quiet tomorrow on Dave Lennox Signature Collection Equipment at Banks Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox dealer, where right now you can get up to a $1,000 rebate on qualifying equipment. So call Banks Heating and Air Conditioning today at 854-6945 and ask about the Dave Lennox Signature Equipment. That's Banks Heating and Air Conditioning at 854-6945. Lennox dealers include independently owned and operated businesses. Lennox, a better place.
David Gates has driven in 3 of the Colonel's 6 runs. He takes a home run cut and misses. Strike 1. Aaron Williams in his second inning relief for the starter, Eric Fisher. Gates belted a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning to give the Colonels a 3-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 6-0 Colonels. Oh, a pitch goes behind Gates. You don't see that too often. David looks back and takes a big huff and says, "Whew." He got nailed in the left knee in yesterday's doubleheader, and he told me during our Toyota Financial Services player appearances this morning that it felt like a basketball was in his left knee. It was swollen so badly. Here's a high fly ball into left in front of the track. Making the catch is Scott Whitrock. David was jammed just a tad, and his bid for another home run was thwarted in left by Scott Whitrock. Scott Whitrock with the catch. John Toledo has pitched 7 innings of shutout ball tonight. And in 7 innings, he's given up just 4 hits. He struck out 6. And Toledo, get this, walked none. Jean Toledo walked none. He did hit a batter. And it looks like Hayden Glemo will take over in the top of the 8th inning. A high pop foul over the grandstand roof back of the plate. Oops, you hit the grandstand roof, as you could hear. We're right back at it tomorrow as we welcome the Eastern Division leading Fort Wayne Wizards. They're the Class A Midwest League affiliate of the San Diego Padres. They're 9-1. Strike 2 called, a slider. Matt Brown backs out of there. Matt Brown clubbed a 2-run shot in the 5th inning to make it 6-0 Kernels. That's where we are now. The Kernels loaded the bases with 3 singles in the 6th inning, but could not capitalize. Swing and a foul off to the right keeps Matt Brown alive. So Jean Toledo went 7 innings tonight, no runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. The most impressive figure, no walks. A curveball, and it's tipped foul to the backstop as Matt Brown continues to look good at the plate. Everybody having fun here tonight, and it's great to see such a good turnout. As I noted earlier, Monday nights in April are typically a challenge to draw an impressive crowd, but the Kernels have done it here tonight. The 1-2. Look out, it just grazed Matt Brown. Or wait a minute, strike 3 called. Excuse me, I thought the pitch hit him. Boy, he twisted out of there, and I thought it nicked him. Instead, strike 3 called.
Jake Mathis getting the scorecard designated man James Collins from the Southwest side.
Jake Mathis, 0 for 2, has been hit by a pitch. Strike 1 called to the Colonel first baseman, batting a left-handed hitter. He's using a white ash bat. Ordinarily, Jake goes up there with a black lacquer stick. Williams misses low with the fastball. The kids from Grantwood Elementary get to run the bases after tonight's game. That's what this new stadium's all about. Creating memories, wholesome, affordable family entertainment. The 2-1. Ground ball to the right side, backhanded by Goldman, and Dusty takes the play himself to retire Mathis and the Kernels. Jake wraps out to first. The Kernels retired in order for the first time tonight in the home half of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. A new Colonel Hurler will work. We'll tell you about him as we go to the 8th. The Kernels lead Quad City 6-0.
This is an emergency. This isn't. Say it's an evening or a weekend, and you have a, or a, or perhaps even a, you don't need, but you'd rather not, for your doctor's office to open. That's when it's time to visit a Mercy Care Urgent Care Clinic. Just walk in, limp in, or even crawl in. And a Mercy Care physician will help you feel better, faster. There's a Mercy Care Urgent Care Clinic near you. Mercy Care North on Collins Road Northeast, and the new Mercy Care South on Edgewood Road Southwest. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m., and weekends 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, next time you have, visit a Mercy Care Urgent Care Clinic in your neighborhood.
Papa John's pizza, it's so good. Better is best, that's understood. Better call Papa John's tonight. Better call Papa, he's got it right. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's. Attention baseball fans, call your local Papa John's for our home run special. Get a large pizza with up to 3 toppings of your choice for only $9.99.
Papa John's. Better call Papa.
Well, this game moves into the top of the 8th inning. This game featuring our great kids and families and teachers from Grantwood Elementary School. we had a suspicion that Jean Toledo was done, and what a great effort and performance by the 20-year-old Colonel right-hander. Jean Toledo, 7 innings pitched, blank Quad City on 4 hits, stand 6, walk none, hit a batter. Hayden Glemo is on the mound. U.S. Cellular call to the Colonel bullpen brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Stop by U.S. Cellular or call 1-888-BUY-USCC. That's 1-888-BUY-USCC. U.S. Cellular. We connect with you. Hayden Glemo works the 8th inning, facing switch hitter Alex Romero. He's 0 for 2. There's a strike on the outside corner to Alex. 6-0 Kernels after 7 innings. Hayden Glemo, he was our dugout interview guest a week or so ago. Very polite, well-spoken kid. Here's a nubber, a slow roller to third. Matt Brown laser beams the throw across the diamond. And Alex Romero is retired as he poked one weakly on the ground to third, 1 gone in the 8th. Hayden Glemo from Moultrie, Georgia, went to Auburn. We forgot to ask him about Frank Thomas. He told us about golfing in the Bo Jackson fundraising outing, and he has gotten to meet Bo Jackson as Hayden delivers low, but we'll have to ask him about the big hurt, Frank Thomas. He was a star, I guess 12 years ago or so at Auburn. Whitrock fooled on a changeup from Hayden, strike 1. Hayden Glemo, G-L-I-E-M-M-O. We asked him on the dugout interview what kind of name that is, and he said Italian. It's an Italian name. The 1-1. Low and away, ball 2. Whitrock is 0 for 2 tonight. 6-0 Kernels, top of the 8th. A right-hander in the Colonel bullpen is Austin Bilkey. Now Whitrock takes low and in, ball 3. On this warm evening, it's cooling off just a smidgen. Hayden Glemo wearing a long sleeve red shirt underneath his red Colonel top. Wears his red socks up high. Hayden's not a big guy. 5'10", 170. A tap foul to the on-deck hitter. Strike 2 to Scott Whitrock. Colonel outfield plays the right-handed batter straight away. The count is full now to the number 9 hitter. A grounder to third. Ooh, it took a high hop, but there was Brown to snag it. Strong throw to first for the out. Matt Brown is sparkled tonight at third. Plus, he's hit a 2-run homer. It's hard to... You have to remind yourself that a kid like Matt Brown is only 20 years old. It's one thing to be a pitcher in 20 years old, and I'm not saying it's easy to be a 20-year-old pitcher, but it's really something to be playing in this league at age 20 as a position player. This is a very good league and tough on most 20-year-olds. Here's a strike called to Trent Olchen. Hayden Glemo is the oldest Colonel. He's 24 years old. Our youngest, we have a couple of 18-year-olds. A fastball. Strike to Olchen. 0-2 to the left-handed batter from Australia. 0 for 3 tonight. Trent hitting .219. Will Hayden Glemo come right after him, or will he waste a pitch? He came right after him. He got him with a curve. Trent Olchen waved at it. Hayden Glemo continues his great work out of the Colonel bullpen as he breezes through the Quad City 3 batters he faces in the top of the 8th. This game moves to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's been all Kernels. They lead Quad City 6-0.
Nature provides a built-in mechanism for animals to get ready for their future. Animals start hoarding food in the early autumn, knowing it will be scarce during the winter. We don't seem to have that same kind of savvy. Pekin Insurance Agent Teresa Brunsheen at Family Insurance Center in Monticello can help you plan ahead. Teresa can help you make sure you have the right insurance coverages for your particular needs. Nature's message is clear. Prepare. See Teresa Brunsheen, your Pekin Insurance Agent in Monticello at Family Insurance Center.
We have a new pitcher on for Quad City. It's a southpaw, or he's a southpaw. And as we go to the bottom of the 8th, the Kernels will face Justin Keeling. Aaron Williams hurled 2 innings for the River Bandits, and in his 2 innings gave up no runs, 3 hits, struck out 1, and walked none. So Aaron Williams kept the River Bandits in this game at 6-0 Kernels, and Justin Keeling, K-E-E-L-I-N-G, is now on the mound. It looks like Austin Bilkey will work the 9th for the Kernels. Keeling wings one way, high and outside, taken ball 1 by Justin Hancock. Justin is joined in on the Kernel hit barrage. He has a base hit. We may have an attendance. Our intern Jason has just come in, and Jason, no attendance yet. Okay. Why don't we check with Mike Kuhlbeck and see if he has an attendance yet tonight. Ball 3 is high to the Kernel right-handed batter, Justin Hancock. Keeling working from the stretch, as most relievers do now in the modern era, even though nobody's on. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk drawn by Justin Hancock.
Second baseman B.J. Weed.
B.J. Weed is going to try to go 4 for 4. The switch hitter batting right has 3 of the Kernel 11 hits. And we do have an attendance to report. Let's hope it begins with the number 1. If it does, that's good news on a Monday night. 1,359. 1,359 tonight. Well, that is very encouraging news. Ball 1 up and in to B.J. Weed. 1-1 to B.J. 1,359 here tonight. They've seen the Kernels dominate the River Bandits. Weed lines out to short. His bid to go 4 for 4 was just a little bit low, and they lined one to Seth Davidson for the first out of the inning. The shortstop did not have to move as Weed hit it right at him. Quan Cosby's the hitter. The leadoff man is 1 for 4 tonight. Justin Keeling working for the second time in this 5-game series. Friday night in the opener, he pitched 2 innings. The Kernels roughed him up for 3 runs on 3 hits Friday night. He struck out a pair, walked none, hit a batter. His big curveball is down and in, ball 1 to Quan Cosby. Austin Bilkey will likely pitch the 9th inning. A ground ball, double play ball to short. Davidson to Kualua for 1. Kalana to first, a double play. A sharply hit worm burner right at by Quan Cosby, right at Seth Davidson, and it went 6-4-3. The first double play turned by either club tonight. In the 8th inning, no runs for the Kernels. A leadoff walk, no hits, no Quad City errors, and the Kernels leave nobody on board. This game goes to the 9th as the Kernels try to make it 4 out of 5 from Quad City and 6 of 8 on the year. We go to the top of the 9th. It's the Kernels 6, Quad City nothing.
Okay, so I'm dropping my daughter off at daycare, and as I'm walking out, I see myself in the double door. Uh-oh is right. My hair looks terrible. My ends are all scraggly, and my roots. Did you see my roots? I can't believe I've been walking around like this.
Have you tried cost
Oh,
cutters?
I'd love to get my hair done, but who has the time? With work and the kids, I barely have time to find matching socks, let alone time for my hair. Besides, I need the works.
Just go to Cost Cutters. They'll have you in and out and looking great in no time.
Yeah?
Yeah. At Cost Cutters, the stylist will keep you looking great with a new cut, some color, even highlights. Check out mine.
Oh, so Cost Cutters is your secret.
Yep. I even get my favorite products there. You know, shampoo, conditioner.
That's it. I'm going to Cost Cutters.
Right now?
My roots, thank you.
There are a dozen Cost Cutters here in our area, each offering a relaxed, convenient hair care experience with no appointments and no hassles. Cost Cutters make things easy and affordable with professional stylists who care about you.
Cost Cutters. Live your life. We always have time for your hair.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin. You know, Hometown Restyling has served Eastern Iowans since 1986, providing the very finest in windows, siding, and sunrooms. Their experienced staff can handle the job from start to finish, including plans, permits, and inspections. Plus, Hometown Restyling is nationally recognized by Professional Remodeler, Qualified Remodeler, and Remodeling magazines. Call Hometown Restyling for your next remodeling project, or better yet, visit one of our beautiful showrooms in Hiawatha or Coralville. Hometown Restyling, because there's no place like home.
Hayden Glemo was perfect in the 8th inning out of the Kernel bullpen. U.S. Cellular has called the Kernel bullpen, and this U.S. Cellular call to the Kernel bullpen brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Stop by U.S. Cellular or call 1-888-BUY-USCC. That's 1-888-BUY-USCC. U.S. Cellular. We connect with you. Austin Bilkey is in. Hayden Glemo, 1 inning worked, no runs, no hits, a strikeout, no walks. Austin Bilkey takes over. Austin, a strong right-hander, worked here Saturday in the Kernel 5-2 loss. 2/3 of an inning, and was unscored upon. This is Austin Bilkey's 5th appearance out of the Kernel bullpen. There was a bit of a controversy between the bottom of the 8th and top of the 9th, and maybe we can address it on the Ask Todd Klaus show Friday. It looked like the Kernels were asking home plate umpire Jeremy Sparling to inspect a bat. I'm not sure if the Kernels suspected that the bat was corked or whether it had grooves in it. There are things that guys can do that are illegal to a bat that makes the ball fly off the bat, and I'm not accusing the River Bandit of that. I'm just wondering why the Kernels asked to look at a River Bandit bat, and I don't know if it's been sequestered or quarantined for examination by the league president, George Spelius. We'll try to find out. Seth Davidson is up, and he takes a pitch outside. I remember Ted Simmons, who played here in Cedar Rapids in 1966 or 7. He was called out after hitting a home run in Pittsburgh because it was discovered that he had notched grooves in his bat, and that's illegal. Other guys have sawed open their bats and put super balls in them or loaded them up, so to speak, and you can't do that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seth Davidson as he fouled a pitch back from Austin Bilkey, who wings one in inside. It's 2-1 to Davidson. And everybody remembers the George Brett Pine Tar incident. He homered in Yankee Stadium and then was called out because he had pine tar beyond the limit up his bat barrel. Now that decision was reversed by the commissioner, and that bat is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Ball 3 is outside to Davidson, and now some fans behind the plate heckle plate umpire Jeremy Sparling. They thought a couple of those Bilkey pitches were strikes. Davidson takes a strike at the knees, and a Bronx cheer from a few folks. Well, the umpires have done great in this series. Hey, some of those Grantwood kids have stuck around. They're eager to run the bases after the game. The payoff pitch. Hit the batter. And that hurts. That hurts. Ooh. Ouch. It hit Seth Davidson on the front elbow. And he calmly tosses his bat towards the dugout and trots to first. That's the last thing in a 6-0 game that Austin Bilkey on a 3-2 pitch wanted to do, is strike the batter, but he did. 6-0 Kernels, top of the ninth. Jean Toledo trying to even his record at 1-1. Pitch 7, brilliant shutout frames. Bilkey delivers a fastball low. A Kernel victory would raise the first half record to 6-5. Todd Klaus told us a couple of weeks ago when this club arrived, we have to be patient. They're very young and very in need of seasoning. Ball 2 is up and away as Austin has some trouble finding the strike zone here in the ninth. Austin Bilkey, a Midwesterner, 23-year-old right-hander from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. He delivers a strike at the letters. The Kernels do not hold Seth Davidson here in the ninth inning. The Kernels have played errorless ball tonight. Quad City has made a pair of errors. Kernels have stranded 7. The River Bandits have left 4. Ball 3 is low. Austin's getting the ball over the plate, but he's just missing below the knees. Bilkey has pitched 3 innings and 4 relief appearances and only given up 2 runs in those 3 innings. There's a strike, and the count is full. Full count to Brian Kennedy, left-handed slugger, hitting .333, tied for second in the league with 12 RBIs. Swing and a miss, an Austin Bilkey fastball, 89 miles an hour, according to the McDonald's speed pitch indicator. And Kennedy may have swung at ball 4 as he reached out for it. 1 away here in the top of the ninth, 6-0 Kernels. Come on out. We open a 4-game series tomorrow with Fort Wayne. And if you want the seats of your choice, give us a call. The box office, 896-7560, 896-7560. Every seat in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium is a dandy. Uh-oh, a deep drive to left. Is it fair? It's a home run. I don't know how they can judge it. Foul. Foul. That thing was hit across the street. Somebody living across 8th Avenue, they better check their lawn tomorrow morning and not have the mower revved up. There's a baseball in somebody's front yard. That's one of the longest balls hit in this series by Dusty Goldman, but fortunately foul. And I don't know how the plate umpire ruled it. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Goldman. The foul pole is about 25 to 30 feet above the wall. And that ball was hit so high that I don't know how the plate umpire ruled it fair or foul. Ball 2 to Dusty Goldman. No argument from Jeff Carter, the third base coach and manager of Quad City, and he had the best view of it of anybody besides Justin Hancock, but Hancock had a worse angle in left field. Now the 2-2 to Goldman. A high pop foul. That one will be out of play to the left. A new batch of baseballs.
All the students from Grantwood, we remind you.
Colonel Batboy John run out from the dugout.
This evening's game, so stick around.
Dusty Goldman's had a tough series. He's 0 for 17. He almost hit a mammoth home run moments ago, but his drive was foul over the left field wall. Ball 3 is downstairs to Dusty. 1 on, 1 out as Austin Bilkey rubs the baseball up. 6-0 Kernels. tap to short. Cayaspo boots it. Everybody's safe. Alberto was a little too eager to try to start a double play. He would not have had a double play. And he took his eye off of it. It's an error on the Kernel shortstop. The first Kernel error of the game. Cayaspo would have had a force at second, probably on Davidson, although Alberto had to shuffle a bit to his right, deep in the hole. Alberto's playing shortstop tonight. So the River Bandits are alive and well in the ninth inning. They have runners at first and second, only one out. And the batter is Omar Burgos. It's never easy, is it? Never, ever easy to nail one down. Fastball is upstairs. Ball one to Burgos. From Austin Bilkey, who's struggled a bit with his control so far. Austin posted a 2-2 record in his rookie year of baseball in Provo last year with 6 saves in 28 games. He has 2 saves this season. Swing and a tip foul, strike one on the right-handed batter, Burgos. This game is 2 hours and 15 minutes old, and we're in the top of the ninth inning. Kernels trying to keep Quad City from rallying here in the ninth. First and second, one away. Omar Burgos swings and lifts one foul. That one will reach the second row, the first row of the premier seats, right beyond the Kernel dugout.
Grantwood students, remember you get a chance to run bases immediately following this evening's game, so stick around.
Austin Bilkey has broken a sweat out there for sure. He's made quite a few pitches so far here in the top of the ninth. 6-0 Kernels. Austin peers in to get his sign from Abruzzo. Bilkey nods yes and comes set. Checks the runner at second. Delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss, a slider. Omar Burgos down on strike, swinging. 2 gone in the ninth. 2 gone in the top of the ninth inning. And it'll be Felix Molina. The Kernels delighted a crowd of over 3,400 opening the season here at home with a 12-8 win Friday night. Saturday, Quad City turned back the Kernels 5-2. Yesterday's doubleheader, all Kernels 5-0, 12-2. Tonight, 6-0 Kernels. Fastball upstairs, taken by Felix Molina, the switch hitter. He's 1 for 2 tonight, singled his last time up. Kernels have out-hit the River Bandits 11-4, own a 6-0 lead here in the top of the ninth. Now the 1-0. Inside, ball 2. If the Kernels can manage to hang on here tonight, they will have taken 4 of 5 in this series from the River Bandits. The 2-0 to Felix Molina. Ball 3 down and in. Now Jared Abruzzo with some words of encouragement to his battery mate. Comes out of his catching squat, walks a few steps in front of the plate and tosses it back. Molina will take a pitch or 2. There's a strike to make it 3-1. He'll probably take again. In a 6-0 game with the Kernels on top, Quad City needs base runners. Here's the 3-1. A high fly ball to center. That should do it. Quan is there, and Cosby has it. And on Grantwood Elementary School night, the Kernels have won it 6-0. Molina on a 3-1 pitch hit it well, but skied to center in the ninth. No runs for the River Bandits. No hits. 1 Kernel error, their only error of the night. The River Bandits stranded a pair and left 6 tonight. The Kernels took 4 of 5 from Quad City, and in the last 3 games, which are now in the last 23 innings, Kernel pitching gave Quad City just 2 runs. 6-0 Kernels. Grantwood Elementary School night is a roaring success. We'll be back to wrap it all up on the Kernel Curtain Call. That comes in just a moment.
Hockey Announce Racing is coming up right around the corner. It gets underway on Friday night, April 25th, exclusively on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600, KCRG. Thanks for tuning in. And here's a look at your upcoming sports lineup. Homestand for the Cedar Rapids Kernels continues on Tuesday as they welcome in the Fort Wayne Wizards for the first of a 4-game series. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, all at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. 6:10 pregames with John Rogers. 6:30 is your first pitch. Saturday the 19th, the weekend gets started with Coach's Corner, live from Cedar Rapids Pizza and Provisions, 9 until 10, right here at KCRG. And then the Kernels later on Saturday afternoon hit the road. They head to Appleton, Wisconsin to take on the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, the Class A Midwest League affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. 4:45, the pregame Saturday the 19th, right here on The Zone.
It's time for the Kernels Curtain Call, right here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM. With a recap of all the action, the State Farm Major League scoreboard, plus a look ahead to the next Kernels game, let's rejoin the voice of the Kernels, the one, the only John Rogers, here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM.
And this is John Rogers at Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Kernel 9-game homestand is off to a marvelous start. The Kernels blank Quad City 6-0 behind Jean Toledo, the 20-year-old right-hander. The 6-0 Kernel win lifts the Kernel overall record to 6-5. The Kernels take 4 of 5 from Quad City, and the Kernels have beaten the River Bandits 6 out of 8 times here in the first week and a half of the 2003 campaign. On the Kernel Curtain Call, let's begin by telling you how the scoring occurred in this 6-0 Kernel victory. In the first inning, the red-hot Alberto Callaspo with 1 away doubled into right over the first baseman Goldman's head. After Alex Devorsky flew to shallow right, Jared Abruzzo corked a double in the left center field alley to plate Callaspo. 1-0 Kernels. In the third inning, with 2 out, Abruzzo singled, and then David Gates hit his second home run of the homestand. He knocked one high and deep over the left field wall to make it 3-0. Meanwhile, Jean Toledo was rolling right along. He retired Quad City in order in the second, third, and fourth, and Toledo's pitching was the key to the Kernel victory tonight. The Kernels completed the night's scoring in the bottom of the 5th inning. David Gates drove in a run on a fielder's choice ground out, and Matt Brown played long ball for the second time in the series as he bashed a home run onto the Randy Keel Confidence Picnic Pavilion. That made it 6-0 Kernels. The Kernels loaded the bases against reliever Aaron Williams in the 6th, but could not add to their lead. Great bullpen work from Hayden Glemo and Austin Bilkey helped the Kernels shut out Quad City for the second time in the last 3 games. 6-0 tonight. Here's the final line score. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Kernels. They left 7. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors by the River Bandits. They stranded 6. The winning pitcher was 20-year-old right-hander Jean Toledo. He's 1-1. He blanked the River Bandits in 7 innings on 4 hits. He fanned 6 and walked none. Toledo the winner, 1-1. The loser, 6'7" southpaw Eric Fisher. He's 0-2. The game was played before a Grantwood Elementary School crowd night of 1,359, and it took 2 hours and 18 minutes to complete. The Kernels win 4 of 5 from Quad City, and in the last 3 games of the series, Kernel pitching over the course of 23 innings gave Quad City 2 runs. Wow. A break on the Kernel Curtain Call. Up next, our Kernel Plays of the Game.
The new Veterans Memorial Stadium is among the most awe-inspiring attractions in our great community. The most common remark made by first-time visitors to our new ballpark is simply, wow! The dazzling giant scoreboard, the roomy seats, the spacious concourse, and yes, the numerous women's restrooms all evoke that wow reaction. The most alluring element of all, though, is that perfectly nurtured, lush, green field that composes the diamond. Thanks to Peck's Flower Garden and Landscaping, the aura and magic of the Field of Green in the new stadium can be replicated in your very own yard. That's right, the experts at Peck's are teaming up with the renowned Kernel Grounds crew to award one of you with a Field of Green lawn makeover this spring. Just stop into the Garden Center at Peck's to enter. The Peck's Field of Green dream could be yours. Register this spring in the Garden Center at Peck's, corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Roads Northeast.
Let's add a postscript to that message from Peck's. The beauty of spring has arrived with Easter flowers and plants from Peck's Flower and Garden Shop. Make Easter bright with colorful blossoms from the florist shop at Peck's. Choose a traditional Easter lily. You can choose a traditional Easter lily plant starting at only $8.99 cash and carry. A wide array of colorful blooming plants are available in many different sizes this Easter season. Choose one for a friend or family, or one for yourself. A centerpiece, an Easter centerpiece is an essential, and for the final touch to your holiday table, Peck's has that as well. And for family and friends, find out you want to treat them as they're out of town for Easter. Well, Peck's is your professional FTD and Teleflora florist. You can send your Easter greeting almost anywhere thanks to Peck's. Easter is just around the corner. It's upon us, isn't it? Visit Peck's. Peck's Flower and Garden Shop at the corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Road Northeast. You can visit them, call them, or visit their website at pecksflorist.com. Peck's Flower and Garden Shop, growing with the Cedar Rapids area since 1956, and we encourage you to visit Peck's for your Easter needs. It's time for our Kernel Plays of the Game here on the Kernel Curtain Call, with the Kernels ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the third and 2 out. Abruzzo singled, and that brought in David Gates.
Left tomahawked way back by Gates. Goodbye! David Gates into the home run trot, his second of the year. It's 3-0 Kernels.
David Gates with the 6th Kernel home run in the last 3 games. Matt Brown would add a 2-run shot in the 5th inning to make it 6-0. Our second Kernel play of the game, we go to the 4th inning. The Kernels led 3-0. Jean Toledo had retired 9 straight River Bandits, and with Dusty Goldman at the plate, he tried to make it 10 in a row.
Strike 3 called! 10 in a row! 10 in a row for Jean Toledo as Goldman barks at the umpire. Oh, Jean Toledo is now set down 10 straight River Bandits. On his way to his first win of the season, he shut out the River Bandits, did Jean Toledo, over 7 innings, and the Kernels whitewashed Quad City 6-0. Those are our Kernel plays of the game. Up next on the Kernel Curtain Call, we check the State Farm Major League scoreboard.
Everyone deserves a great insurance agent, not just any insurance agent. Paul Draper, your Pekin insurance agent at Sheets Forest Draper Insurance in Marion, has the experience and knowledge to provide you with top-notch insurance coverages. Sheets Forest Draper Insurance in Marion has been insuring individuals like you for over 100 years. Dependable protection from Pekin insurance agent Paul Draper at Sheets Forest Draper Insurance in Marion, an agency you know and trust.
I cannot face anyone but me. Baby, can't you see I know what's right for me? Don't tell me wrong from right. I know just what I like. Yeah, call me crazy, I don't care. Come feel the joy all around. Each generation has time, they got their own kind of sound. Come to shout it out. Listen to your Pepsi.
We have some more scores to share with you on the State Farm Major League scoreboard on the Colonel Curtain Call, where the Kernels made it 4-5 against Quad City to start this 9-game homestand, 6-0 behind Jean Toledo for the Kernels here this evening. Thanks to State Farm Insurance agents Al Shetler, Lanny Peterson, Gary Schubat, and Dale Thompson. Here are our scores on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. This afternoon in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the Expos made it a 4-game sweep of the Mets as Montreal tops the Mets 5-3 in Puerto Rico. They're in the 8th inning in Philadelphia, and the Phils are ahead of Florida 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 5th at Miller Park in Milwaukee, the Redbirds lead the Brewers 6-4. And they're in the bottom of the 6th at Wrigley with the Reds ahead of the Cubs 5-3. Just getting underway, the Diamondbacks hosting the Rockies in Phoenix, and later tonight, Houston visits Pac Bell Park to take on San Francisco. Here is our look at the American League State Farm Major League scoreboard. The Royals look like they're headed to a 10-1 start. They're hammering the Tribe at Jacobs Field 11-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the bottom of the 6th at Yankee Stadium, it's the Bombers 10 and Toronto 6. Our parent club, the 2002 World Champion Angels, trailed.
Well? Maybe the trouble is in your bed. Conventional mattresses
over the Angels in the 7th inning, and just underway, the Athletics playing the Mariners at Safeco Field. What a night of baseball as Grantwood Elementary School students made it a lot of fun for a crowd of 1,359. The Colonel pitching was outstanding again. Let's review that in the final 23 innings of this series, Colonel pitching allowed only 2 runs. Dating back to yesterday's doubleheader sweep, 2 runs in tonight's win, only 2 runs given up by Colonel pitching on 8 hits over 23 innings. That's fantastic. Todd Klaus and his crew moved to 6-5 on the year. We'll be resuming the 9-game homestand tomorrow evening. We open a 4-game set with the high-flying Fort Wayne Wizards. They've won 9 of their first 10 games. They sit atop the Eastern Division Midwest League standings in the first half. Before we leave you, we want to remind you that you're tuned to The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 6-0 Kernels tonight. Special thanks to our invited guests, Gordon and Jean Epping, and Gabe and Morgan Lesh. And a real hearty thanks to those great folks from Grantwood Elementary School. I'll tell you what, you know that this is the right place to be on a school night in April when over 300 students, faculty, staff, and parents came from Grantwood Elementary. Special thanks to our dugout interview guests, Liz Aiken and Kelly Luffelholtz, for putting it all together. And what a job done by the Colonel staff to keep all those kids and parents happy all night long. The Kernels are rolling. They've won 4 of their first 5. A stiff test starting tomorrow as we host the Eastern Division leading Wizards.